All right, all right, all right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome, one and all, to Game 5 of this series. Golden State Warriors on the road in Houston, going to take on the Houston Rockets today, ladies and gentlemen. Rockets at home. Golden State Warriors in enemy territory. Let's make this little Rockets logo just a little bit bigger here. Got to give the Rockets their credit. And we've had a really good series with these two teams, y'all. Anybody who's been watching this with us here on Football Nation, y'all know that this has been really, really close. And we are now looking at a win-or-go-home situation for the Houston Rockets. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Houston Rockets are on the brink of elimination right now, the number 2 seat in the West, in the Western Conference, against the number 7 spot here in the Warriors, and the Warriors are doing their thing. I've got one new slide that I can show you guys here in just a moment. Shout out to Country. What up, Country? Father Time, Gary, Malachi, Eric Man 17. Thanks for checking in, bro. We got Gary and Big Bird in here as well. Good to have everyone in here. Gary. What up, Gary? How you doing? And shout out to Gray as well. Is Gray in here? No, looks just like Gary. That's okay. What up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Happy, Wednesday to you guys? Happy Wednesday, guys. All right. So, also for me, fun fact, day 2 back in the weight room and trying to fill out these. Gray is in here. Trying to fill out these sleeves as best I can and narrow down this as best that I can. We're going to be hitting the gym pretty hard over the next couple of months, guys, going into the football season. We're going to be in football shape by the time we get into the football season. That's not the point. That's not why you guys are here. You guys are here to catch some basketball, and I'm going to give it to you guys. So real quick, y'all, let's take a quick look across the NBA. New graphic right behind me, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the playoff bracket, y'all. Here is the playoff bracket. So in the West, for starters, the Thunders have eliminated the Grizzlies. The Thunder, OKC, has advanced. The winner of the Nuggets-Clippers series will go on to play the Thunder. And let me Heyo. Settings. We'll keep that on. Not restart or loop. Just keep it like that. Once it's done, it'll just stay there. Okay, so the winner of the Nuggets-Clippers series will advance to play the Thunder. And then down here, guys, we're looking at 2 possible elimination games. And this bracket, son of a... It's okay. It's cool. It's all fine. We're good. We'll pause it. How's that? Makes things easier. So we'll leave it paused. It's just an image now. Lakers, Timberwolves, Rockets, Warriors. Rockets on the brink of elimination. Lakers on the brink of elimination. We could see the Warriors win this one and advance here. Timberwolves would advance. Of course, the teams on the top would end up with home court advantage as we move deeper into the playoffs. Interesting bracket in the West. Now, we do have something squared away over here in the East. The Pacers have eliminated the Bucks. Of course, the Cavaliers beat the Miami Heat. And so on Sunday, we will get the first game of round 2 in the Cavaliers and the Pacers. I'll be covering that one for you guys as well. Shout out to Slimeball. Shout out to James. Shout out to Roy. What's going on, fellas? Great to have y'all here. Now, the winner of this Knicks-Pistons series will go on to play the Boston Celtics. And, of course, I need to update this graphic because the Celtics do have the higher seed. And I did upgrade it in the background. I just didn't pull the image. This one would go up here. This one would slide down there. Celtics would get home court advantage. The winner of the Knicks-Pistons would actually go down there. Not the point. You guys can visualize it. Y'all are smart people. I'm sure you guys can figure that out. Okay. This is a live color broadcast. Make sure to give this video a like. Thank you very much. Country kisses. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that. Okay. I woke up this morning realizing that my voice was starting to go out. Santino called me this morning and was like, hey, man, holy cow, you cover NBA as well? Nathan, jack of all trades and a master of none. That's me. I can do it all. I'm not great at any one thing, but we like to have fun with it. But, yes, we do cover the NBA now. Welcome to Football Nation. West, East. Let's show you guys how that actually broke down, right? So this is what it actually looked like going in here. A full clean sweep for the Thunder over the Grizzlies. We're now at a 3-1 series in both of these, and this series down here is 3-2. So the Nuggets are now win and get into the next round. The Clippers, when we see that next game, they are on the brink of elimination. If we look over here in the East, As we mentioned, 3 teams have already closed out. This is going to Game 6. We could have ourselves even a Game 7 if the Pistons can win at home. By the way, that will be a home game for the Pistons in Game 6. Game 6 over here going to be at home for the Clippers. Game 5 right now, with these 2 games that we're covering today, Rockets with their backs against the wall. Rockets are at home. Lakers with their backs against the wall. Lakers are at home. We're covering both of these games for you today. So yesterday we ran the experiment, right? Yesterday we decided to make it one long stream, and someone brought up a good point. They're like, hey man, if you want me to like this stream, the second stream, I actually can't do that because I can only like the stream once. It's a really good point. And you can only share the stream. I mean, you can share the stream as many times as you want and share it to however many people you want, but I do see the dilemma there. So today we're not going to be doing one long stream. It was an experiment. I also noticed across the NBA landscape that last night's game, because of the fact that we had 3 elimination games yesterday with the Bucks and the Pacers going at it, the Celtics and the Magic, and the possibility of the Knicks beating the Pistons, everybody was interested in the Eastern Conference elimination games. And then, of course, by 9 p.m., everybody was burnt out on basketball. Nobody wanted to watch the Nuggets-Clippers game. Even the live streamers who get 250,000 views on their content did not get a lot of views on this live stream. So I'm not too heartbroken about it. That being said, we are going to keep both of these streams separate today. First game today, Rockets-Warriors. Second game today, Lakers-Timberwolves, and we'll be covering both of those as well. Shout out to Courtroom. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to Father Time. What's going on, y'all? Great to be here live with all of you. Let's take a quick look now at the overview for these 2 teams. These are the postseason stats between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. You dig? All right, guys. So 100 points during this postseason. Remember, we've seen 4 games already. This is Game 5. And across those 4 games, on average, these are the numbers for both of the teams. For the home team, the Houston Rockets, they are being outscored throughout this playoffs, and that shows in the record here. A 3-1 record, or a 1-3 record for the Houston Rockets. Rockets have lost 3 games here to the Golden State Warriors. And we'll break all of those down as well. But from beyond the arc, no surprise, the Golden State Warriors are shooting better. Inside the three-point line, the Golden State Warriors are just shooting better. They're passing the ball better. They are also protecting the basketball better throughout this series, although 11 turnovers and 13.3 turnovers. It's not a huge gap right there. A couple of turnovers is the difference in some of these games, though. Battle of the boards is being won by the Houston Rockets, and strangely enough, I was looking at it. Did you know that this postseason, over 4 games, Alperen Sengun hasn't gotten a single block? Alperen Sengun hasn't gotten – Steph Curry has more blocks in this series than Alperen Sengun for the Houston Rockets. Not a whole lot of defense for one of the best defensive teams in the NBA right now. Okay, let's take a closer look here, starting with the home team. But before we do that, let's break down what we've seen in the series. It might just be better for me to move this this graphic higher here. I like it being further up. All right, guys. This is the way this broke down throughout these 4 games that we have seen. Remember, right now is Game 5. It is Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. is tip-off. So in 20 minutes, we will have tip-off, y'all. But Game 1 finished like this. Game 1 in Houston, the Golden State Warriors happened to get the win there. So Game 1, Golden State wins on the road in a hostile environment over the Rockets. Game 2, the Rockets made some good adjustments. The Rockets came back and beat the Golden State Warriors in Game 2. Then Games 3 and 4, they were just outgunned. The Golden State Warriors at home, even after the Jimmy Butler injury. Remember how Jimmy Butler took that big spill in Game 2, missed all of Game 3 without Jimmy Butler. At home, the Golden State Warriors managed to win by 11. And then Game 4 with Jimmy Butler back in the mix. The Rockets still put up a really good fight. It came down to the wire. The final score of Game 4, 109-106. We're now looking at Game 5. And so I ask you guys, who will win this game? Remember, if the Golden State Warriors win, they will advance into the playoff bracket into round 2. If the Rockets win this game, we will see a Game 6. Game 6 will happen on Friday. Now, if this does get pushed to a Game 7, not only will we have a Game 7 right here, we'll also have the first game of the second round of the playoffs with the Cavaliers going head-to-head with the Indiana Pacers. And I haven't looked down the schedule that far right now. We're kind of taking things one day at a time. But my goal is to cover as much basketball as I can between now and then. Shout out to DJ Funky. He says, yo, 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 go Golden State Warrior. Shout out to Simon checking into the conversation as well, saying, what's up, everybody? What's up, Simon? How you doing? Curry over under 31 points is what he says. It's going to be a good game, y'all. It's going to be a good game. Okay, let's make sure that I've got my scoreboard and everything set up right now. We are currently in this pregame, and we were going to take a quick look at these units right now. So, as I mentioned, guys, the Houston Rockets are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, and I've got a photo of Alperen Sengun over here, but I was shocked to see that this postseason, not even one block for him over the first 4 games. Not one. Nuts to think about. Anyways, points per game allowed, 109.8. The Warriors are being held to just about 100 points. So the Rockets' defense is still holding up right there, but their offensive firepower is missing. Although Fred VanVleet did have one hell of a game in Game 4, knocking down 7 3-point shots, 21 points from behind the arc in Game 4. They're going to need more of that out of Fred VanVleet in this game if the Rockets want to win this game. Jalen Green is going to need to show up, guys, and we've got a lot of players for the Rockets that need to show up bigger than the way they have. I know that was a quick glance at this. Let's take another quick glance at the Golden State Warriors. Now, when you think of the Golden State Warriors, you think, oh, Steph Curry, he's the best shooter in the NBA. He's the best three-point shooter in the NBA. This dude's a baller. Draymond Green has been having a lot of success as well. Not so much from beyond the arc, but Draymond Green, he contributes in so many different ways. He is that X factor, and he is the dog that keeps the the Golden State Warriors just fired up. What's good, Lionheart Fitness? Yo, your photo has inspired me, sir. I've been hitting the gym ever since, dude. So, no, I'm not deadlifting any 360 or anything like that right now. I'm barely getting back into it, and we just started the P90X program. But we're going to go through it. In 90 days, we will reassess. Anyways, shout out to you, Lionheart. Thanks for checking in. Shout out to Basketball Jones checking in. What up, dude? How you doing, bro? Josh H. also checking in. It's about time you cover a Pacers game. We actually did cover a Pacers game, Josh. You can check it out on the shelf right there. We covered Pacers versus the Bucks. I forgot which game that was, but I did cover a Pacers game, and it actually went surprisingly well looking back at the analytics on that video. Shout out to Sam R saying what up. What up, Sam R? How you doing, bro? And Nuckin' Futz. Thanks for checking in, Nuckin' Futz. Shout out to you, homie. All right, guys, we're doing a quick pregame breakdown of these two squads right now. I don't want to go through all of my graphics too early and blow my lid right there, but Giovanni, what's going on? Fred for over 13 field goals. Let's see, Wild Talks checking in. Steph Curry didn't score 20 points and still win. And if he boo offense in this match, the Rockets are wiped. Let's see, Paster. In my opinion, Steph Curry is the greatest NBA player of all time. If he got the whistle, some other guys would average 40. Says Paster. Lionheart, I see you, bro. OMT TV saying what up? Awesome content. Thank you, OMT. Let's do this, guys. Okay. Warrior stats, those are behind me. Let's move on. I just wanted to show you guys at a quick glance all that stuff. What I really want to do is do a quick recap of the last game. So this was Game 4, guys, in a quick little nutshell. Just nice little packaged image right here. Golden State Warriors, despite shooting the basketball worse than the Houston Rockets, won that game by 3. Why? Because they shot a ton of three-point shots. No, they didn't hit all of them, but they were just letting it fly all game long, guys. Everybody hitting buckets for the Golden State Warriors in that last game. They also moved the basketball really, really well, and they forced the Rockets into ISO basketball. 18 assists in that game for the Houston Rockets. Not really, I don't know, man. It's the Rockets, in my opinion, have some scorers who can shoot off the dribble, right? You see Jalen Green being able to do it. I see Dylan Brooks being able to shoot off the dribble right there. But I think the Rockets would benefit from just finding the open man a little better. Everybody wants to be a hero on this team, and right now it's hurting them more than it is helping them. Rebounds, though, got to give credit. In Game 4, 41 rebounds over the 34 rebounds. They won the battle of the boards, but the issue that they had, outside of the fact that they were not taking as many risks offensively, was the fact that they did try to pass the basketball. Does this make sense? They tried to pass the basketball, but the Golden State Warriors, hands open in the passing lanes, poking the basketball when passes were flying, and that led to 13 turnovers for the Houston Rockets, 5 more turnovers than the Golden State Warriors. 5 turnovers is a lot in a game that is this close, and that was to the detriment of Houston. Houston has everything they need to win this game, and not just this game, this series. Sorry, Warriors fans, but we know that the Golden State Warriors have lost a 3-1 lead in the playoffs before. We've seen it happen. So, can the Golden State Warriors stick with it, get this last big win, and advance to the next round? Well, one thing's for sure, we're going to find out. All right, guys, quick comparison head-to-head for all these players. Take a look here. This is incorrect. This was for last night's game. Did I update any of these? Yes, I did. Let's fix this. Okay, let's start with the point guard and update this graphic here. Rockets Warriors, point guard for the squad. Bet. Cool. All right, guys, point guard. So, in this series, guys, this is all exclusively playoff numbers. This is exclusively playoff numbers. During this postseason, 4 games have been played by both these teams, of course, against one another, and this is how the point guards stack up head-to-head. 26 points, 14 points for Fred VanVleet. 26 points for Steph Curry. Curry gets the advantage. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Curry has the advantage in almost all of the categories except for the steals, and Fred VanVleet with 1.6 per game is what he's averaging. He is very active on the defensive side, and he is helping contribute. Guys, I'll tell you this. Fred VanVleet had, 30 points in the last game? He did not average that over the first couple of games. As a matter of fact, I was thinking that Fred VanVleet was just going to be a dud, dude. I didn't think that Fred VanVleet was going to be able to show up in this series, and he showed up in Game 4. Unfortunately, he was the only one who showed up in Game 4, and the Houston Rockets lost. So, what is that? W. Mall Sr. What up? I think you were trying to say your name is Small Wiener, but you adjusted the S and the M. What's up, dude? How's the game going, guys? The game's not on just yet, y'all. We'll have the game here in just a moment. Shout out to Preston for checking in right now. I see a lot of you guys in here for the first time. A couple of you guys in here for the first time. Taz, what's up, man? Do you think the Lakers are pulling it off tonight? They very well could. Let's read Don's comment right now. Don checking in. He says, honestly, in that topic, would have been better for Curry's legacy if they had just lost in that Game 7 where the Rockets missed 28 threes and thus never made the finals to blow the 3-1? Question mark? That's a lot to unpack in one short comment. Okay, we're going to go back to this, guys. Step away from the comments for just a moment. And I promise I'll read the comments throughout this live stream. I love interacting with you guys. So if you're new to this channel, don't hesitate, guys. Let the comments fly. We will read them. Someone in the chat room. We've got a really good community that we're building here at Football Nation. One of the guys in the chat room will guide you in the right direction, or maybe even just jostle you back a little bit. Of course, when Ray Zilla checks in, he likes to stir the pot a little bit, but I love Ray Zilla, so shout out to him if you're in here. All right, guys, Curry in this series, lights out, man, shooting 51% from the floor and 41% from the three-point line. Ridiculous numbers for Steph Curry, again, averaging 26 points per game during this series. At the shooting guard, head-to-head comparison during the postseason. Advantage here, Jalen Green. Now, in Brandon Podziemski's defense, this is his first ever playoff run. He has never been in the playoffs before, so this young shooting guard doing his thing against this young shooting guard who, Jalen Green, is this his first postseason as well? I don't know if I remember that. But I think you remember me, brother. I remember you, Wild Talks. Welcome, sir. Will LeBron do it once again? Another 1-3 comeback. I don't know, man. I don't know. The Lakers are at home, and I'll tell you this, guys. This is not going to be a LeBron James game, or the next game's not going to be a LeBron James game. It needs to be a Luka Doncic game. Luka has to go off for 40 points. If Luka doesn't get 40, like LeBron, don't get me wrong, LeBron still needs to get his 20 points and his 25 points, but he's going to have to double-double for sure. He's going to need 25 points. He's going to need 13 assists, and Luka's going to have to hit those shots. He's going to have to show up today, and they have to play defense against Anthony Edwards and company. Rudy Gobert crushing them inside. Anthony Edwards having a day. Alexander Walker. The bench of the Minnesota Timberwolves much better than the bench of the Los Angeles Lakers, and it's showing. But if they're not going to have a bench, they need to do what the New York Knicks are doing, and their starters are going to have to play 40 minutes. I'm sorry, LeBron. You're going to have to play 45 minutes in this one. You're going to have to go out there and win this game. Nitty-gritty doesn't matter. That's not the game that we're talking about right now. We're talking about the Rockets and the Warriors, so let's get back on track. I'm just really excited for both of these. These are elimination games, both of them today, and something great is going to happen. Thank you, Slimeball Gamer. Thanks for checking in. All right, man. I see your comment. He says, you're the best reporter that ever. That's why I keep coming back to this channel. Shout out to you. Dusty Attic in the house. Shout out to Dusty Attic. What up, homie? All right, guys. Jalen Green. Slight advantage out here, right? He is 21 points over 12.5 points during this postseason. Advantage over for Jalen Green. He's also got the advantage in the assist category, advantage in the rebound column. Steals, whatever. It's a small difference. Dead even in blocks per game. You can see the numbers for yourself. Let's move on to the small forward position. So, SF, guys. Amen Thompson and Moses Moody. Now, one of the things that I noticed, Amen Thompson is not a three-point shooter. He is the guy who opens the back door time and time again. If you could imagine a basketball court, right, the way that the key looks. I'm going to try to draw this out without. Okay, that looks phallic. Let me try to fix this right here. Oh God, I'm making it worse. This is supposed to be the free throw line. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that might be a little better. Maybe? Okay, let's draw the hoop here. Okay, this is what we saw a lot of, right? A player out here, a player right here would pass the ball at here, and then Amen Thompson would be under the rim just waiting for that pass. So they would make this pass from the three-point line to the free throw line. From here, we would see the defenders crash at the free throw line, and that opens up this back door, so they would make one more pass underneath, and there's Amen Thompson all day long. He was just throwing it down time and time again, and they were he had a good game as well, and I think they're going to do a lot more of that unless they make the adjustments. But for small forward starters right now, Amen Thompson, 14 points per game, 3.8 assists per game. He's crushing it in the rebound category over Moses Moody. Obviously, he's playing a lot more time than Moses Moody. You can see that right up here. Moses Moody, I don't even think he was the starter the entire time. Easy with your John Madden impression, says Preston Nguyen. Honestly, I love doing this kind of stuff, man, and I should do more of this showing the route running, but the Sharpie is just dead, so anyways, we can cover some of those cool plays as this happens and as we go on right now. Looks like we'll get more journals here as well. I ate a feces sandwich. What a name. You seem like a Dragon Ball fan. I sure am, Mr. Sandwich. I sure am, Mr. Sandwich. Is that like the South Park episode of like the giant douche versus the turd sandwich? Is that why your picture is... Anyways, doesn't matter. He says you seem like a Dragon Ball fan. I am a little bit. And this game is about to go KO Ken right now. Let's see who does it first. Jimmy Butler in this series, guys, of course, he missed all of Game 3, so it's not a full sample size. But when you compare his numbers to Dillon Brooks gets a little more playing time, right? You can see Dillon Brooks, and you know what? Nothing against 14 points per game. You're averaging double digits in the series. But the rest of these categories don't really impress until you get down to the field goal percentage. And 42% from the floor, that's a thumbs up. 39% from three-point land, that's a thumbs up. And when you compare it to Jimmy Buckets, during this postseason, there is no comparison. Jimmy Butler is the much better player between these two power forwards. Jimmy Butler averaging 18 points per game, assists per game with the advantage, rebounds higher there, steals, blocks all the way down. He's shooting 50% from three-point land, 54% on the court. He is absolutely killing it right now for the Golden State Warriors. And, of course, the last position for a head-to-head comparison, guys, the center spot right here. And as I said, 0.8, that should be 0.0 on blocks. Hang on. Make sure that data is right. Alperen Sengun hasn't had a single block. That should be 0.0. He has no blocks this postseason. Where's that fact from? Where's this number from? Hold on, let me pull up my ESPN facts and just make sure that I'm not blowing smoke up your backsides, guys. Rockets stats. And make sure that everything else on this graphic is correct as well. But Alperen Sengun, yeah, 0.0. Steals 1.8. Did I not update this graphic? Well, that makes me a little concerned. Alperen Sengun is actually averaging 22.3 points per game. Let me just double check and see if I've got that information correct over here, because now I've got myself concerned on my stats. Yeah, so I got it right over here. These are the actual numbers right now for Alperen Sengun. So Sengun, 37 minutes per game, 22 points per game, assists per game, 4.3. You can see the rebounds category here, steals per game, 1.8. Blocks per game this postseason, not a single block in this series against the Golden State Warriors. Not one. But even so, it also blows my mind that you look over here and the regular season, he also played very shoddy defense. 1.8 steals per game, less than one block per game. If he could figure that out, he could be one of the great players here in the NBA. He's averaging 22 points this postseason as a center under the rim, and that's good numbers for any center, man. I'm calling it like I see it. Okay. All right, y'all, so this is going to be your starters here for the home team for the Houston Rockets. I feel like someone's going to get ejected from the game tonight. From how intense it's going to be, either Draymond or Brooks. I like that analysis, Taz. And honestly, dude, I might be inclined to agree with you. What do we think, guys? Will there be an ejection tonight? Yes or no? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Honestly, this game is set to be chippy, man. I think that's a good one. Will there be an ejection tonight? There could be. There could be. Robert's saying, yeah, probably. Robert's taking the over on that one. We just need 0.5 ejections today. 0.5. Are we taking the over or under on 0.5 ejections? Father Time saying, yeah. Gary saying, yeah. Simon saying, no way. Both Brooks and Dre will get ejected. If nothing else, they will definitely both get technicals. For sure. Definitely technicals. Maybe not ejected, but definitely technicals. Shout out to Big Unk. What's going on from Miami? From Palm Beach, Florida. Shout out to you, Big Unk. Thanks for checking in. Okay, starters. Alperen Sengun, Dillon Brooks, Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, and Fred VanVleet. Let's take a quick look at the box score for the last game here. We're going to look at Game 4 box score for Rockets. Okay. Let's break down some of these stats for you guys. Take a look at this, guys. In Game 4, this is just Game 4, Dillon Brooks, 11 points. Amen Thompson with 17 points. Fred VanVleet with 25. And Alperen Sengun with 31. Like, what? Alperen Sengun, 31 points in Game 4. Fred VanVleet with 25 points in Game 4. Both Dillon Brooks and Amen Thompson had double-digit points. And somehow, this team still lost. So, Don't know how that happens. Alperen Sengun did have a double-double, 31 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. A really good game for Sengun, but it just was not enough to win over the Golden State Warriors. Warriors are now on the road right here, and the Warriors box stats are as follows. Jimmy Butler with 27 points in Game 4. Yes, Jimmy Buckets, 27 points in Game 4 in the 109-106 win over the Houston Rockets. Buddy Hield, surprisingly enough, came in with 15 points. Buddy Hield, actually the starter over Moses Moody in the last game. He might actually be the starter over Moses Moody once again. And if that's the case, I'll see the pattern. I'll update this graphic. We'll put Moses Moody on the bench, and we'll move up Buddy Hield over here as the starter. Steph is the worst point guard ever, says Eli Mick. Says Eli McC. I can't even respond to that. I can't even respond to that. Jalen Green is mid and inconsistent. See, now that makes sense. Now, mid is one thing, right? Inconsistent, that is an accurate statement. Handsome reporter. The handsome reporter checking in right now saying that Jalen Green is mid and inconsistent. I agree with half of that. I think Jalen Green is special. He can be special, but yes, he is inconsistent. Now, I'm reading Eli McC's comment. He says that Steph is the worst point guard ever. I'm at a loss of words. I'm just going to move right past that. What up, Vicky? Thanks for checking in. Vicky Adams in the house. All right, y'all. Rest of the starters in Game 1. We should have tip-off here in just a moment, guys. Tip-off should have been here at 6:30. It's 6:33 p.m. here, Central Standard Time, but we will have action in just a moment. Draymond Green with 6 points in the last game. Brandon Podziemski in Game 4, 26 points. Steph Curry with just 17. So anything can happen, guys. We've got a lot of basketball to cover. Once again, this is the bracket. Hey, where's my head-to-head? This is the bracket one more time, y'all. Let's make sure that that's not moving. Pause this. NBA playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder swept the Grizzlies. They are waiting for the winner of the Nuggets-Clippers. Down here, the Lakers-Timberwolves. Timberwolves about to close this one out. And down here, the Warriors looking to close out as well. We could see both of these teams fill in this slot by the end of today. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, but we'll find out soon enough. On the other side in the East, guys, the Cavaliers swept the Miami Heat. The Pacers, a 3-1 win over a 4-1 win over the Milwaukee Bucks. Boston Celtics, I need to actually update this graphic, move it up over here. Boston Celtics will advance on a 4-1 win over the Magic. Pistons stay alive in Game 5. We will have a Game 6 between the Knicks and the Pistons in Detroit. I think, tomorrow? I think that's the game. Anyways, okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live out of San Antonio, Texas. Looks like we are getting ready for tip-off here. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back, guys. I am fired up for today's 2 games. This is gonna be good. Nightbot saying, let's go Warriors. Mike checking in saying, let's go Dubs. Paster. It's a Pacer saying, I'm sadly not old enough to bet. That's okay, man. Soon enough, you'll be 21 and you can get all those bets on the line. What up, Clumsy? I'm feeling great, Mike. I am feeling great, Mike. We got ourselves, I got a little bit of exercise today. I got a decent amount of sleep. Not, a full night's rest, but enough to be fine, right? Dads out there understand, especially new dads out there understand that when your son is born, when your kids are born, it's no time to lose your strength. You got to keep your strength up, so I have been doing exactly that, and I feel good. So thanks for asking, Mike. All right, guys, got the protein shake right here. You know what I mean? We're trying to keep things good. What up? He says, Mario, rock and roll, Harold. Thanks for checking in, dude. Guys, Buddy Hield is in the starting lineup here for the Golden State Warriors. So Buddy Hield, we will update that graphic. It looks like he is officially the starter. And we are going to get this game started here, I guess, right here, right now. This will update in just a moment, and we'll get all of these slides put together for you. Not the slides, but it's my drive chart. Okay, Warriors, Rockets, ESPN, Game Tracker. will come up here in just a moment as well. Refresh the page. There we go. Cool. All right, lined up for tip-off, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for it. Golden State Warriors, there's the first tip. Let's get this game started. So, game on, ladies and gentlemen. The clock is hot. Let's do this. Here's Jimmy Butler to Podziemski. Podziemski to Curry. Curry tries to cut inside. Curry in the paint, feeds the back door. There is Draymond Green. Draymond Green with the opening bucket of the game. The score is 2-0 Golden State. Golden State with a 2-0 lead over the Rockets early in this one. Just waiting for my screens to update. Put everything where it needs to go. Looks like a steal right here. Houston going to lose the basketball. There's Curry pushing the pace, and Buddy Hield puts that one up. No good. Rebounded by Jalen Green. Jalen Green with the basketball coming the other way, getting around Podziemski. Jalen Green floats this one up. He is fouled on the shot. Looks like he'll take a trip to the stripe. That'll be a foul, and that stops the clock right now with 11:17 left to go here in the first quarter. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting this thing started. I need to... There we go. Get the live stats for you guys, and everything is squared away. Scroll down just a little bit. All right, y'all, over here on the right-hand side, it looks like it's not a shooting foul. It was before the shot, and with the ball right now, Jalen Green kicks this one underneath to Thompson. Thompson to Sengun. Sengun back out to Green. Jalen Green goes up, and he puts that bucket up with the left hand. He is fouled. He will go to the free throw line now to shoot the extra bucket, and one for the Houston Rockets. 11:07 left to go. Stops the clock right there. All right, shout out to our squad. Gabe in the house saying Golden State is going to the championship. Mark my words. What up, Gabe? Good to have you here, sir. Cheers to Gabe. Cheers to Harold. Robert, big tight. Thanks for the content, he says, with the flex. Shout out to you. There's that extra shot from the free throw line for Jalen Green. The shot is there. Let's start the clock. Here's Steph Curry with the basketball. Golden State Warriors lead the series 3-1 over the Houston Rockets, and Curry with it gives this off to Podziemski. Podziemski shoots the three. Podziemski with the splash. Big bucket there for the Golden State Warriors. Nothing to it. Podziemski just backpedals. Feels good about that. Coming up with it right now, Jalen Green and the Houston Rockets. There's a pass over to the left to Sengun. Back in the hands of Green. Green double-teamed right there. Podziemski almost gets a paw on it. Back to Sengun at the free throw line. He drives, makes his move in the paint. Floats that one up over Draymond. The bucket's there. The score is tied up at 5-5. 10:28 left to go in the first quarter here. And there is Curry who passes this to Podziemski. Podziemski to Green. The straightaway tray is there. Bang! Draymond Green with a three-point shot. 10:17 left to go here. Good shot by Draymond Green. No hesitation on that release. Here are the Houston Rockets with it. And Dylan Brooks does a spin-around jump shot. It looks like it was tipped by Jimmy Butler. The officials blow the whistle on the shot, and this will be a couple of shots here for Dylan Brooks. He'll go to the free throw line. That stops the clock with 10:07. All righty. Thank you, Big Unk, saying congratulations. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you guys. Who is Buddy Hield? Who did Buddy Hield replace in the starting lineup? Moses Moody. Moses Moody was the original starter, I guess, for most of the season, and I guess Moses Moody did not perform well over the first two games, so I guess games 3 and 4, Buddy Hield filled in that spot over Moody, so Moody is coming off the bench. Thanks for asking that question, Dylan. All right, shout out to Strategy. What up, Strategy? How you doing, sir? First bucket lands right there, by the way, for Dylan Brooks. Here's the second shot. Second shot is also good for Dylan Brooks. The score is now 8-7 with 10:07 left to go. Let's get the play started. Here is Steph Curry with the basketball after the Rockets made both of those free throws. Curry with it up by 1. Golden State, there's a pass to the right. The straightaway tray for Podziemski off the back of the rim, too strong. Offensive rebound for Golden State. Here's a shot from Curry. Curry off the mark, rebounded by Jalen Green. Green surveys. Green brings the basketball up court. He's now at the Toyota Center logo. Passes this over to Sengun. Again, guys, this time the Rockets are actually going to the right. And here's the shot. That shot from Jalen Green falls. It's a big bucket there for the Houston Rockets. The score is now 8-10. And Houston has a lead with 9:30 left to go. There's a pass from Jimmy Butler to Draymond Green. Draymond Green working on Jalen Green. So some green-on-green action. Draymond kicks this out to the corner. Corner three for Jimmy Butler. Off the mark, rebounded by Sengun. 9:15 left to go. On the dribble now, passing to the left to Sengun. Sengun inside to Brooks. Brooks against Curry. Brooks backing Curry down. Doesn't like the angle. Passes back out to Sengun. No look pass to VanVleet for 3. The bucket is there, but it looks like there was a foul before the shot. So Sengun, oh man, throws the biggest pick right there. And Podziemski runs straight into a brick wall. They're showing that replay. Looks like there was a technical on this one, guys. So Fred VanVleet is at the free throw line to shoot the technical. The technical shot falls for the Houston Rockets. The score is now 11-8 with 9:04 left to go. Let's go ahead and get the clock back to where it needs to be. 9:04 left to go. 14 seconds on the shot clock. There's the inbound pass. Sengun with it. Sengun and the Houston Rockets with the basketball. Works his way inside the paint. Puts up the bucket. A nice shot for Sengun again over Draymond Green. An 8-0 run over the last 1 minute, guys. It's a lot of points in 1 minute. 8-0 run. Steph Curry in trouble. Curry gets rid of it. Passes to Podziemski. Podziemski pulls up from the free throw line. That shot is short. Rebounded by Houston. Houston with it. Here is Jalen Green and the Rockets looking different today. The Rockets with it. There's Fred VanVleet from three-point land. That shot off the mark. Curry with a rebound over Sengun. Curry passes to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield to Podziemski. Podziemski with a Euro step decides to pass to Curry. Curry puts up the bucket over Sengun. A late foul right here. And Curry saying he was fouled on that one. The official saying the foul was somewhere else. And it's a loose ball foul, ladies and gentlemen. The Golden State Warriors here to inbound this one. Let's do a poll. How many threes will be attempted tonight? Asked James Langford. A lot. There's an inbound pass shot off the mark right there for the Golden State Warriors. And stepping on the gas, Dillon Brooks goes up. He is fouled again. Dillon Brooks will go to the free throw line with 8:06 left to go in the first quarter. The score is 13-8. Houston Rockets with a 5-point lead in this one and plenty of time left to go. Let's end this poll and let's start a new one. Let's start a quick poll right now. All right. Let's see. Will there be an ejection tonight? We asked this one earlier, but this is the official poll. There is the shot right there from Brooks. He makes the first free throw. The first free throw falls for Dillon Brooks. The score is now 14-8. The score is now 14-8. Dillon Brooks to shoot his second free throw here. 8:06 left to go in the first. Brooks hits both free throws. He is now 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Curry with the basketball brings this one across court. Now we are in the Warriors front court. Houston Rockets playing defense here, and Curry, a little give-and-go action, can't quite find his way into the paint, dumps off to Podziemski, who fakes the three. Podziemski with it as he works his way over to the wing. He now tries to make his move. He bounces the ball, dribbles off of his own heel, and that is just a lack of control of the basketball. Podziemski going to lose the ball. Houston Rockets recover. There is a foul right there. The foul will be charged against Buddy Hield. So Buddy Hield going to get his first trip to the free throw line. Guys, take a look at this already. And this is really good basketball from the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets have been working really well. They're already in the bonus with 7 minutes left to go. Look at the fouls way over there for the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green a foul, Jimmy Butler a foul, Steph Curry with 2 fouls, and Buddy Hield with a foul. The Rockets already in the bonus. There's the first free throw that falls. There's the second free throw that falls for Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson at the free throw line. And that's a long quarter here to find yourself in the bonus right now with 7:40 left to go. All right, Curry to Jimmy. Jimmy to Podziemski. Podziemski back to Butler. Butler working against Sengun. Butler surveying. Butler makes his move, kicks this one out. There's a shot. Buddy Hield off the back of the rim. The shot's no good out of the corner. Rebound here for the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets step on the gas and then slow down. Here is Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson in the paint. Kicks out to Brooks. Brooks to VanVleet. VanVleet for 3. The bucket is there. The score is 20-8. 7:12 left to go. And it looks like a good time to talk things over after Fred VanVleet hits a big shot there. Rockets looking good in this one. It is just a 12-point game, though, with a lot of basketball left to go. All right, y'all. How are y'all doing today? What's up with you guys, man? How is everyone? Talk to me. Tell me. What's news? I'm excited to be here with y'all today. And so far in this game, guys, the Houston Rockets have a very, very good pace, a good rhythm going right now. Can they keep up that momentum? Will the Warriors adjust here? All of these answers and more on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Just kidding. We will have all of this figured out right now soon. What up, Gary? He says he's doing great. Good to hear. And I see Harold checking in saying, let's rock with the guitar. Rock and roll. Rockets. All right. Let's do this, guys. Drop your team colors. I want to know who you guys are rooting for. Who are you guys rooting for tonight? Are you guys rooting for let's see. Hang on. Typing something into the comment area to set this up. All right, guys. Drop your team colors. Feel free to copy and paste these. Whatever works for you. But I want to know who you guys are rooting for. I'm going to read your comments out loud, so if you guys got something to say about your squad, let it fly. We've also got new trivia quiz today. All new trivia questions for both the Rockets and the Warriors. Thanks to our boy Santino. Shout out to you, Tino. Appreciate you, sir. LeBron, I see, says Dylan. LeBron needs to get 30. Luka needs to get 30, and Austin 20-plus points for the Lakers to win. Key checking in right now. I see you, Key, with the Golden State Warriors. Leola Gonzalez checking in. She's a Rockets fan. Shout out to you. I see Harold checking in right now. He's saying red, red, red. Let's go Rockets. Clumsy is a Lakers fan, is my guess based off of those two colors. I see you, Harold. Anybody else want a quick shout out? I don't see color. I don't see colors. Let's go Rockets, says Gary. Still believe Dubs, says Nightbot. Nice, man. Roy's saying, you know it. He's got the Lakers. He bleeds purple and gold. Purple and gold, the color of royal. Robert Samora dropping the Rockets. Dropping the Rockets out of his pockets. Twan Bars. What up, Twan? Twan Bars checking in right now. He says the refs winning every game. Over 203, question mark? Let's find out. Will this game go over 203? Will this game go over 203 plus points? You know, one of the things that I did not do today, one of the things that I probably should do, let's go ahead and make this quick adjustment. Hey-o. Not what we were trying to do. Making another quick adjustment here. Getting back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of action left to go. A lot of basketball still left to go. A lot of basketball still left to go. It's a 12-point game, and we know that the Golden State Warriors can come back from this kind of deficit. It's not over by any means. Here are the Golden State Warriors to inbound the basketball. There's a pass inside to Podziemski. We'll start the clock once again and get back to this action here. Here's Podziemski. Podziemski passing over to Post. Post out to Green. Green stuck right now with Dylan Brooks. He moves, and then he passes over to Curry. Curry passes to Post. Post lets it fly, and Post hits the three-point shot. The score is now 20-11. Golden State trails by 9. Just like that. Just like that, it becomes a 9-point game, single-digit game. Houston Rockets still in the bonus right now. Fred VanVleet with the basketball coming across midcourt. VanVleet over to Sengun. Sengun inside to Brooks. Brooks lays that one up and in. A good shot for Brooks in the paint right there. Easy high-low play. A lot of high-low action. Right now, Curry on the dribble. Curry against VanVleet. Curry showing off the handles a little bit right now. Gets around VanVleet, makes the drive inside, draws the defense, kicks back out, nothing there. Here's another pass to Post. Post pump fakes at the three-point line, drives and scores inside the free throw line. The score is 13-22. Here is Jalen Green with it now. So Jalen with the Rockets On ball, Brooks shoots the three-point shot. Brooks shot too strong, rebounded by Podziemski. Podziemski faces a one-on-three, has to slow things down. Quentin Post with it, and now Draymond. Draymond inside to Podziemski. Podziemski can't control it, passes it to Hield. Hield's shot off the mark from three-point land. 5:45 left to go in the first quarter. Jalen Green with the rebound, gets around Podziemski. Nice screen right there by VanVleet. Has to be stopped. Here we go. There's the pass up to the free throw line to Sengun. Sengun out to VanVleet. Good ball movement here by the Rockets. There's a three-point shot that falls for Dylan Brooks in the corner right there. You can see that shot right below. A big three-point bucket here for the Houston Rockets. Rockets just killing it right now. And a steal for the Rockets. Amen. Thompson gets the steal. There's the pass back to Thompson. Thompson goes up. He is blocked. He goes up again. He recovers his own shot, hits the bucket and the foul. And the Houston Rockets now up by 14 and take a trip to the free throw line with 5:14 left to go. Man, the Rockets looking very good in this game. Just a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is how the last 4 games have washed out in the Houston Rockets. And the Houston Rockets don't want to lose this one. It is win or go home for Houston. They lost game 1 by 10. 95-85, right? That was game 1. Game 2, the Warriors lost on that side. So the Warriors won game 1. The Rockets win game 2. Warriors at home without Jimmy Butler win game 3. Game 4 also in favor of the Warriors. So now we're looking at a 3-1 series, right? Just game 2 was the only game that the Rockets have won. Here's Amen Thompson right now in this one. Houston leads 27-13. That shot for Amen Thompson at the free throw line is good. And the score is now 28-13. So 28-13 with 5:10 left to go. And another steal again. It's a 23-5 run so far in the last 5 minutes. There's the shot from Jalen Green off the mark. Rebounded this time by the Warriors. Right now on the court is Quentin Post, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, Gary Payton, and Steph Curry. Here is Payton. Payton with it. Kicks this one out to Podziemski. Looks like a foul was called there. Off-ball foul. Okay. All right, y'all. So what is that, 4:49 left to go? Let's stop the clock and add the time. 4:49 left to go in this first quarter. First quarter, a lot of action for one team. Houston Rockets looking pretty good right now. There's the inbound pass. Curry with it. Curry pass inside to Post. Post kicks out to Gary Payton. Payton passes to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler almost losing it. Butler with the shot clock winding down. Less than 3 seconds. Butler shoots the mid-range jump shot off the mark. Rebounded by Steven Adams. Steven Adams on the rebound here. And the Houston Rockets come back. A shot for Fred VanVleet. The straightaway tray for Fred VanVleet is there. And we have a 13-31 game. And it is time for a timeout right there. Another timeout to be called here. And this is just a lack of defense by the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors falling apart at this moment. Another full timeout going to be charged right there. Warriors now have 5 timeouts remaining. All the timeouts remaining here for the Rockets. Okay. We can add these timeouts. Why not? Keep things interesting. Give myself something else to do. Timeouts remaining at this point. For the Houston Rockets, they've got all of theirs, and they are in the bonus. Golden State Warriors have used 2 of theirs. They've got 5 timeouts left. All right, guys, this is where we're at. Shout out to Caesar. Wonder if LA can go to 7. I don't know. We'll find out. Gary says, let's effing go. Maggie just got home. The worst traffic, all exclamations. She says, what's going on with the Bay Bridge shutdown and a fire in the Alameda estuary? First of all, I don't know what Alameda Estuary is. Second of all, I actually don't even know what an estuary is. So, yeah. I don't even know what an estuary is, so I guess that's on me. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out with me during this live stream. Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets. We are live right now, y'all. You are watching the NBA playoffs right here on Football Nation. Okay, let's see. We'll adjust the scrolling text at the bottom, but I need this. Hang on. It's trying to get the scrolling text updated right now, and we'll get it updated in just a moment. If AI decides to work with me, awesome. Sweet. Okay, scrolling text. The over-under scrolling by underneath for you guys. The Houston Rockets projected to win by 4.5. Water Marshy area. Houston is cooking the Warriors today, says Slimeball. Maggie saying Oakland. Preston saying it's when the sewer meets the sea. Oh, and I thought that was a tributary. No, the sewer meets the sea. A tributary is different. No, is that the right word? Is that right? Anyways, do you believe in Joe Hendry? What is that? Who's that? I don't know who that is. Okay. It's where the sewer meets the sea. The fact that that happens is kind of a bummer, isn't it? The fact that the sewer has to meet the sea. Gross. All right, y'all, playoff picture is set. Once again, a quick glance. Actually, we've showed this graphic a couple times. While we've got you guys in here, of course, going to give my shout-outs to everybody here. Shout-out to all of our VIP channel members. Brandy, Chi-Town Joe, Denise, Gary, Jeremy, JT, Lou, Lorinda, Robert, and Val. Thank you guys very much. This is our championship level members, our VIP members right here. Also, an additional shout out to our touchdown level members, to Michelle, Rayzilla, Sendy, and Shiva. Also, as I said before, guys, there's strength in numbers, and we've got a gaggle of first down VIP list members. Thank you guys so much for all of y'all's support during this off season as well. If you guys want to help support this channel, consider becoming a channel member. It does help more than you know, and it's only like $2 a month. So, okay, let's get back to it, guys. 4:18 left to go in this quarter, 31-13, and the Golden State Warriors are getting spanked right now. It's an 18-point game. Jimmy Butler kicks this one out. Here's a shot from Santos. Santos hits the three-point bucket there. They needed that one. So Santos gets the three-point shot. This makes this one a 15-point game, a lot more manageable here at this point. 3:51 remaining. Let's subtract a couple seconds. Fred VanVleet with it. Fred VanVleet cross-court pass to Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks working on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler can't get a hand on the basketball. A kick out to Fred VanVleet, and Fred VanVleet hits a three-point shot. The score is 34-16, and the Houston Rockets are feeling it. Fred VanVleet already 10 points in the first quarter. Here is Gary Payton Jr. shooting that one. Gary Payton hits the three-point shot from the wing. The score is 34-19, and we have ourselves a shootout, ladies and gentlemen. Is the NBA now lacking a strong center? I miss David Robinson, Shaq Ewing, Alonzo Mutombo. Yeah, those centers aren't built like they used to be, are they? They're a lot lankier. There's a lot more three-point shooters out there. Jason Ibarra saying, punch Draymond Green in the face. Okay. All right, y'all. 3:10 left to go. Let's add some time back on the clock here. Fred VanVleet is at the free throw line. I didn't see a foul, but apparently they called one, and since Houston is in the bonus right now, they will shoot a couple of free throws. Fred VanVleet hits that first free throw. How did the Houston Rockets get into the bonus in the first 5 minutes of the game? Less than 5 minutes in, guys. It was 4.5 minutes in, and the Warriors had already committed a ton of fouls. There's the second shot for Fred VanVleet that also falls. Ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Rockets are starting to run away with this one early in the game, 36-19. Here is Jimmy Butler under the rim, kicks out to Gary Payton. Gary Payton cross-court pass to Quentin Post. Quentin Post unable to get it. It goes out of bounds off the Golden State Warriors. It is Houston Rockets basketball. 2:53 left to go in this game, in this quarter. 2:53 left to go in this quarter. And here is Fred VanVleet. Already VanVleet is killing it, ladies and gentlemen. VanVleet over to Sengun. Sengun backing down post. Sengun working on post. And this time, Sengun, a little spin move inside, kicks this one out. Little low-high action. There's a shot for Tari Eason. Eason off the mark. And there will be Looks like an over-the-back foul against Steven Adams. So Steven Adams, over-the-back foul right there. Shout out to whoever just subscribed to this channel. I appreciate you guys. And anybody else who's watching this live stream, thanks for sticking around, guys. 2:32, we're still waiting for the inbound pass right now. 2:32, the score is 36-19, Houston Rockets with a sizable lead right now. Here are the Golden State Warriors. Brandon Podziemski with it, working against VanVleet. Podziemski to Santos. Santos to Post. Post to Payton. Payton out to Santos, and Santos hits the three-point shot there. Good shot for the Golden State Warriors. 22-36, keeping it close. A 14-point game right now. 36-22, Golden State Warriors trail by 14 on the road here against the Houston Rockets. Here's Alperen Sengun, a spin move as he goes inside, loses the basketball, tries to pass to Jimmy Butler. There's the pass forward, and Santos starting to warm up, dumps off to Butler. Butler passes backdoor, Buddy Hield, Gary Payton lays that one up. A good shot there for Gary Payton the second. And the score is now 24-36, back to a 12-point game. VanVleet shoots the elbow jumper. The shot is there for VanVleet, and the Houston Rockets go up back to 14. 1:33 remaining in the first quarter. Jimmy Butler directing traffic. Butler has yet to score in this game. Butler nowhere to be found. Here's Santos. Santos passes to Payton. Payton for three, off the mark, rebounded by Sengun. So Payton off the mark. What up, Tino? How you doing, big dog? All right, guys, 1:14 left to go in the first quarter. Here is VanVleet. VanVleet out to Sengun. Sengun against Post. Sengun passes back out to VanVleet. VanVleet warming up big time. VanVleet inside to Sengun at the free throw line. Sengun makes his move, drives, and is fouled on the shot. We'll get a couple of free throws. That stops the clock with 1:01 left to go in the first. Houston Rockets, 14-point lead. A lot to unpack, guys. We've seen this game start to slowly lean and teeter in favor for the Houston Rockets. Can Houston keep up this momentum? Of course, we will see some adjustments, but already we have players for the Warriors. A lot of fouls for the Warriors, guys. Again, doesn't matter. The Warriors have had to not play defense in this whole first quarter because they went into the bonus in 4.5 minutes. There's the shot for Alperen Sengun from the free throw line. That's one additional point, 39-24. Did y'all catch that? Did you hear what I said? The Golden State Warriors committed 6 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game, and the Houston Rockets were in the bonus since 7.5 minutes into the first quarter. The Warriors have had to back off and not play defense because any foul at that point would take the Rockets to the free throw line. Here's the second shot for Alperen Sengun from the free throw line. I think the second quarter will go very different. I don't think the Warriors are going to let the Houston Rockets score 40 points again in the next quarter. 40 points in the first quarter for the Houston Rockets. Here is Santos with the basketball. Santos inside to Podziemski. Podziemski out to Hield. Hield working against Eason. A pass inside to Jimmy Butler. Butler double team. Podziemski left open. Podziemski didn't like the shot. Passes to Santos. Shot clock winding down. Butler going to shoot with the clock winding down. Cannot get a good look right there. And Podziemski saying it should be Golden State basketball. The officials say it's going to be Houston Rockets basketball. 34 seconds left to go in this one. So 34 seconds left to go in the first quarter here. Waiting for the inbound pass right now. And this might be reviewed. Let's see. The officials haven't given the basketball over to the Rockets just yet. They will here in just a moment. They're letting this basketball roll right now. So the ball is in play, but it hasn't been touched. There's the touch by VanVleet. Start the clock again. VanVleet passes inside to Sengun. Sengun goes up. It is blocked. Shot off the mark right there. Good block for the Golden State Warriors. They needed that block. Todd trying to stop the bleeding here. Their defense nowhere to be found. Obviously, the foul trouble put them there. But the Golden State Warriors are on offense right now. Jimmy Butler with the basketball. About 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There is going to be an illegal screen right there as Quentin Post did not get set. Illegal screen for the Golden State Warriors. A turnover for the Golden State Warriors. Rockets basketball. Rockets basketball now. With the first quarter coming down to an end. 11 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Houston Rockets with 40 points in the first quarter. And Here we go. Amen Thompson on the dribble. Amen Thompson going to lose it. And this time, with 2 seconds left after the steal, a transition three ball. Not going to fall right there. It is the end of the first quarter. Let's reset our clock. Reset the bonus. Nobody's in the bonus now. And it looks like both teams still hanging on to the same number of timeouts as before. We're now moving on to quarter number 2. And we'll have action here in just a few. Okay. Terrible. Don't block me, says Maggie. What'd you say? Warriors can do it from behind. All right. Giggity, 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 goo. I like it, Maggie. Keep it coming. Houston, we have takeoff. Ooh, how have I missed that the whole series? At any point during this series, I could have said, Houston, we have a problem. And I haven't said that at all during this series. Well, I guess we might have a chance to today. It's a 16-point game after the end of the first quarter right now. Golden State Warriors by 3 or more. I am cooked, says Wild Talks. It's not over, man. Guys, that first quarter was an absolute disaster from the defensive perspective of the Warriors. Bad fouls, dumb fouls right there for the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors were forced into a softer defense because of the foul trouble they got themselves into quickly. 16 fouls in the first 4 minutes. They've had to take their foot off the gas defensively, and the Rockets are just letting it fly. The Rockets looking very good already, y'all, in this basketball game. The Rockets, check this out. In the last game, let's do a quick comparison here between Game 4 and this game right now. So we are in Game 5. It's a winner-go-home game for the Houston Rockets. In Game 4, the Houston Rockets were shooting 49% from the floor and 55% from three-point land. Guys, in this game right now, the Houston Rockets are shooting 64% from the floor and 55% from three-point land. So the Houston Rockets right now are crushing it. They are up 40-24 after the first quarter. It'll be interesting to see how these adjustments happen throughout the rest of this game. Golden State Warriors cannot find themselves. They cannot put the Rockets in the bonus in this first quarter or in the second quarter that quickly. They're coming next quarter. That's what I'm saying, Isaiah. Lou Owens, how many fouls are they going to call on Golden State? They playing the refs. How many fouls are they going to call on Golden State? They playing the refs. I think what you meant to say is, how many fouls are they going to call on Golden State? They're paying the refs? Maybe, I think is what you meant, Lou. Either way, I think I get the message. Appreciate your comment out there. Brando checking into the conversation. He says, I wouldn't let Dylan Brooks play defense on me, that's for sure. How's your voice after yesterday? Omar, this morning it was rough. I've been making sure to drink plenty of water today to make sure that the voice stays good. I think we're good for now. We got a lot more basketball, not just today, guys, but until the season is over. Okay. So the Houston Rockets, guys, so far in this game, we've seen Jalen Green, we've seen Tari Eason, Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet. We've also got Aaron Holiday, Steven Adams, Jabari Smith, Amar Thompson, and Alperen Sengun have all checked into this game. So the Rockets reaching deep into their bench right now. Rockets reaching deep into their bench. Just 3 fouls in this game for the Rockets. On the other side, guys, take a look at this. 2 fouls for Post, 1 foul for Green, 1 foul for Butler, 1 foul for Santos, 1 foul for Payton, 2 fouls for Curry, and 1 foul for Hield. In the first quarter, we saw 9 fouls go in favor of the Houston Rockets. There is a shot for Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith hits the bucket there for the Houston Rockets. And I feel like Adam Silver probably called up this game right now and told the referees, hey, man, we need a game 6 and we need a game 7, so let's make it happen. There's Jimmy Butler with the basketball, passes that to the corner, almost stolen this time by the Houston Rockets. Here is the drive by Moses Moody, kicks it out to Green, Green to Jimmy, Jimmy for 3, Jimmy Butler off the mark, rebounded by Sengun. Jimmy Butler ice cold right now. Let's get back to the stats right now. A 42-24 game with 11 minutes left to go here. And there's a shot, that bucket falls. Just an easy shot for Alperen Sengun right there. 2 more points for the Houston Rockets. It's now a 20-point game. It's now a 20-point game right now, and definitely a one-sided affair at this moment. Here is Moody to Podzimski. Podzimski drives. Podzimski kicks it out. Moody, pump fake. Moody steps back. Here is a straightaway tray for Draymond. Draymond too strong on the shot. 10:45 left to go. This is what I'm saying, guys. The Warriors live and die by that three-point shot. They will either outscore you or be ice cold. And right now they are ice cold. There is no in-between ground. There is Amen Thompson in the back door once again. All right. Largest lead of the series right now. 22-point lead for the Houston Rockets. It's the largest point, not just the largest lead of the game, the largest lead of this series for the Houston Rockets. Timeout has been called now. Another one, so let's go ahead and take one more away here for the Golden State Warriors. 4 timeouts remaining. Golden State's going to be out of timeouts before we even get to the second half at this point. Just ridiculous. Way 3, they can take 2. Golden State is feeling the pressure, says Harold. They sure are. When is Draymond going to Draymond? Draymond has been on his good behavior lately. It's going to happen at some point, man. It's going to happen at some point. All right, guys, let's find out who you are rooting for. Let's start a poll. Who are you rooting for? Are we rooting for the Rockets? We asked this earlier, but we could just do the votes. Rockets, Warriors. And while you guys go ahead and do that, we got about 200 people in here. All right, guys. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Edward saying go Rockets. Shout out to Gary and Brando and Wild Talks. Let's start the Q&A. Who is your favorite, not NBA, NFL team? Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Football Nation, so we are going to be covering more football stuff. Santino and I had a good conversation earlier today, and we were talking about how we're going to add more of our opinion pieces into the fold and try to compound what we're doing out here so it's not just these live streams. So, what is your favorite NFL team? NFL team. I see you, Gary, with the Denver Broncos. I like it. I love it. Commercial break. Shout out to Jason saying Texans. Fun story, Jason and Edward. I messaged every single NFL team last offseason, letting them know about my channel, explaining to them that I was looking for some merchandise that I could give away to help promote their fan bases. And 31 out of 32 NFL teams responded with, dude, here's our shop. Go buy it yourself. The only team, actually a lot of them ghosted me, the only team that actually replied with positive things to say, they wrote me a letter, they sent me a couple of chains, they sent me a swag bag, and said, good luck on your channel, was the Houston Texans. So while I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, I have a special place in my heart for the Houston Texans. How about Robert Zamora? I see you with the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go. Brando saying I've been a Detroit Lions fan since 1993. Okay. Santino saying go Vikings. I see Susan out here saying Texans. I'm surprised you didn't say Skull, Santino. We got a lot of Skull fans out here. We got a lot of Vikings fans out here. No NFL for me. Sorry, no worries, Harold. Golden State Warriors, let's go. Destroy for win. Well, let's see what happens, y'all. All right. 193 watching this live stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know this is a one-sided game right now. And the Houston Rockets, what are they showing right there? I don't know what they're showing right now. They're showing, what, a Jabari Smith defensive rebound? What's the point of this? What are y'all talking about? That's not cool. Here we go, guys. We're back to the action. The Golden State Warriors with the basketball. They trail by 22 as we open up this possession. Here's Podzimski. A nice screen there by Draymond. A pass to Post in the corner. Quentin Post inside to Santos. Santos on the dribble. Going to get the bucket inside the paint. Try to get the bucket inside the paint. Hands are there for the Houston Rockets. A steal for Alperen Sengun. Sengun gets the steal. Rockets get the basketball. And here is Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson with it on the court right now for these Houston Rockets, ladies and gentlemen. There's a shot from the corner. Jabari Smith for 3. 49-24. It's a 25-point game, and the Rockets putting the whooping on the Golden State Warriors. I'm guessing the Golden State Warriors want to go back and win at home. That basketball just ripped out of the hands. Upstairs for Thompson. Thompson shot off the mark. Houston Rockets. Oh, my goodness. What is going on with these Golden State Warriors? There was a pass forward to Quentin Post. Quentin Post with the butterfingers. Basketball rolls right out of his hands. Out through the baseline. It's a 25-point lead for the Houston Rockets, and the Rockets absolutely crushing the Warriors right now. Turnovers just this quarter already. 3 more turnovers for the Golden State Warriors. Just talk about having to overcome adversity. Here is Podziemski, the pass inside. No good. Too much mustard on that. Excuse me, there was Sengun. Podziemski playing defense on Sengun. Field goals this quarter, 4 out of 5 for the Rockets. And the Golden State Warriors lose the basketball again. Another bad pass. It straight up looks like they're trying to do this. It doesn't even look like they're trying to hide it. It looks like they're trying to throw this game. How are you playing that poorly? That is garbage basketball right now. Here we go. The drive by Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson passes this one out. We are probably going to get bench players in this one. Here's a 3-point shot. That one off the mark by Houston. That shot, Holiday taking his first attempt today. Right now with it, we've got Moody. Moody passes over to Draymond. Draymond out to Podziemski. Podziemski the fake. Back to Draymond. Draymond at the elbow right now. Kicks out to the wing. Here's a 3-point wing shot for Santos. Santos off the mark, rebounded by Steven Adams. So Steven Adams with it. What up, Owl on the prowl? He says, what up, bro? What up, dude? Here we go. There's a shot from Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson, the mid-range jump shot off the rim. And this time, a lucky break for the Golden State Warriors, who have about 8 minutes left to go here in this quarter. A pump fake there by Moses Moody. They're going to say, what, a travel? What happened there? They're going to call a foul? Looks like Sengun might have committed a foul. So we see some players checking in. Looks like Kevon Looney coming on right now for Green. We also see Steph Curry checking in right now for the Golden State Warriors. The clock is stopped with 8:02. Clock is stopped with 8:02. Waiting for the inbound pass. The Golden State Warriors have the basketball right now. How's everybody doing out there? Yikes, this game looks like hella sus, says Nick. I know, man. It looks like Adam Silver made the call right there. I don't know if it's the pressure, if this is legit, but it feels. There's the drive. That one off the mark. I might. You know what, dude? I know this is Football Nation. Does Curry have 0 points? Let's take a look there. Steph Curry has 0 points. Jimmy Butler has 0 points. Draymond Green has 5 points. Santos with 6. Guys, the Golden State Warriors did not show up to play today. I don't even think they care. Here is Looney, Kevon Looney at the elbow. Looney surveys. Looney puts that one up off the backboard. The shot is no good. Rebounded again by Houston. Another miss for the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors shooting 33% from the floor, 31% from three-point land. Feels like even less than that. Here's the drive. Kicks this one out. Tari Eason for 3. The Houston Rockets are there. Oh, man. We're going to end up ending this stream early, aren't we? This live stream is going to end early. This is a 26-point lead right now for the Golden State Warriors. With it right now, Jimmy Butler looking to find his way in. A shot for Butler over Eason. Another miss by Jimmy Buckets. A 12-0 run over the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds for the Houston Rockets. Here is Tari Eason. He drives. He lays that one up off the glass, and this game isn't even fun to watch anymore. It's just out of control. It's a 30-point lead right now for the Houston Rockets. Golden State Warriors haven't even scored at all in this quarter. They finished quarter number 1 with 24 points. They still have 24 points. Can you believe that? They haven't scored a single shot in this quarter. This is awful. We are now 5 minutes in to quarter number 2. The Golden State Warriors have yet to score a bucket. Here is Santos at the free throw line to try and get one right here. Here is 1 point back to make it a 29-point game. Oh, it's real competitive now. Scores 25-24. 25-24. There's the second shot from Santos. Second shot off the mark, an offensive rebound. Moody takes that one down, slams the shot. The score is now 27-54, a 27-point game. The Houston Rockets have double the Golden State Warriors. Houston Rockets have made 13 of 13 free throws today. Golden State Warriors just off the mark right now. This quarter, 6 shots have landed for Houston. There's a steal right now, a pass 2-on-1 break, and that shot will fall for Moody, and the Golden State Warriors get another couple points. It's 29-54. Is there anything left here for the Golden State Warriors, or is this already done? There is going to be a foul on that shot. Looks like we're going to see Jalen Green go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. 6:10 left to go in this first half. This is just bad. This is just bad. Free throw points making a big difference. Y'all can see these over here, guys. The numbers are there. Right over here, you guys can see all of this. That first shot is there for the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets get another free throw. 55-29 right now. It's not over, it says Father Time. I know it's still really early in this one. And most of you guys are rooting for the Golden State Warriors. That's the shot off the mark. Second shot, no good. A little room to breathe. 29-55. And Curry drives. Curry steps back. The three for Curry. The three is there. Finally, Steph Curry hits a shot. So Curry with his first bucket of the day. Steph Curry with his first bucket of the day comes with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. So the dude went 18 minutes of basketball without scoring, and here is a return three. The shot is off the mark by Houston. 32-55, moving the basketball forward. Jimmy Butler against 2 defenders. Doesn't like the look. Here's Steph Curry. Steph Curry shot off the mark. Alperen Sengun fouled from behind. That is going to be a foul against Kevon Looney. 5:33 left to go. 5:33 left to go. All right. Look out, says Edward Charles. Boo, Warriors, says Jason Ibarra. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You're watching Football Nation. If you're new to this channel, welcome one and all. Be sure to hit that like button while you're here. 5:24 left to go here in the first half, and then we will have a halftime trivia quiz. Fred VanVleet passes to Alperen Sengun. Sengun with it. Sengun from the free throw line shoots. His shot is off the mark. Here's a rebound by Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors coming back with it. They trail by a lot. It's a 27-point game. Here's a shot from the three-point mark. Shot off the mark, rebounded by Looney. Another second chance effort. The second shot, again off the mark. Dude, if you're going to ask for the basketball, you better make the damn shot. Looney, take your time. A third offensive rebound. Here's a shot from Santos. Santos takes the shot. Santos misses. Jimmy Butler looks like he is fouled under the rim. So it's going to be Golden State basketball still. And now it looks like the refs are trying to let the Golden State Warriors maybe have a breath right now. The clock is stopped with 4:51 after the foul. Waiting for the inbound pass. All right, Jimmy Butler to inbound here. Jimmy Butler passes to Moody. Moody with the basketball against Sengun. On the court right now for the Warriors, you've got Moody, Sengun, Santos, Curry, and Butler. Shot clock down to 3. There's a pass to Looney. Looney from the elbow off the mark. The tip is there for Jimmy Butler. Another offensive rebound for the Golden State Warriors. Butler goes up with it. He is fouled by VanVleet. Now Jimmy Butler will go to the free throw line. So we'll see a couple of free throws coming up right now. Do the trivia quiz now since Golden State is losing anyways, says Jason Ibarra. Actually, I do need to go ahead and plug that one in. Have I plugged that in yet? Downloads. Golden State Warriors. No, Rockets Warriors. Game 5. Is that the trivia quiz? Rockets Warriors Game 5. Is this the trivia quiz? It sure is. Okay. Let's close that out. Jimmy Butler to shoot that free throw. Both free throws. First free throw is there. The second free throw off the mark. Just 1 point for Jimmy Butler at the free throw line right here. And we've got A little bit of time left here in this first half, guys. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. Here is a drive from Tari Eason. Tari Eason under the rim, puts that one up and in at Houston. There's no way that the Golden State Warriors are going to be able to stop these guys right now. They are just coming with a full head of steam, phrasing. And there's a shot, and it looks like Curry is going to be fouled on the three-point shot. Eason in his grill. Curry trying to get creative to get to the free throw line right now. Guys, the score is 33-57, and if Curry can make all three of these free throws, it'll be a 21-point game. It'll be so close with a 21-point game. Is it true that Kyrie signed with the Knicks for the next season? I don't know, Roy. I have no idea. Prebi checking in right now. Shout out to my friend. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Twan. The rest of the game, just want Golden State to win at home. So, Curry misses the first of the free throws, guys. Curry's first free throw off the mark. Here's Curry to shoot the second. Curry with just 3 points today. That free throw falls for Steph Curry. 34-57 after that shot falls. 34-57, and the Golden State Warriors are just in a bad spot right now. The third free throw falls right there for Steph Curry. So Curry's free throw is there, and this game, here we go, guys. There's the shot from Sengun inside the paint, gets the friendly shooter's roll. Houston Rockets, every time they come down into the side of the court, they keep scoring. Steph Curry for three. Steph Curry hits the three-point shot. He's going to have to show up big time, and he's going to have to do it fast. 38-59, it is a 21-point game right now. Here we go on the drive. Kicks this one out to Brooks. Brooks to Sengun. Sengun against Looney. There's a pass to Tari Eason. Tari Eason under the rim. Easy bucket for Houston. 61 points for Houston in the first half of this one. Here is Steph Curry. Curry lined up against VanVleet. Curry again for three. Curry shot off the mark. Rebounded by Eason. Eason coming back with it. He steps on the gas. He's going through four defensive players. Runs into Curry. I think they're going to call a charge on this one and a foul against Tari Eason. This might be Golden State Warriors basketball. Curry was set. There's definitely a charge right there. It is going to be Golden State basketball. Okay, so a foul right there. Golden State basketball, 61-38. And we've got 3:13 left to go here in this first half. Curry passing out to the left-hand side. Jimmy Butler with it. 3 minutes left to go. Jimmy Butler working against Brooks. Butler drives. Butler takes it all the way in. Butler gets the bucket and one. It looks like Sengun going to be charged for the foul. Give that bucket to Jimmy Butler. That stops the clock with 2:57. Good drive right there by Jimmy Butler, and way to draw the foul. Yeah, he was definitely fouled on that shot. Good shot by Jimmy Butler. I like it. This will take us to this will go to the free throw line, and it looks like a timeout has been called. The first full timeout for the Houston Rockets. Rockets lose a timeout right there. 4 timeouts. Looks like 5 timeouts remaining for the Golden State Warriors. I took one away from them that they still had. Question mark? No, they have 4. The score is 61-40. 4 timeouts remaining for the Golden State Warriors. Whatever it says here on CBS is wrong. So 4 timeouts remaining for the Golden State Warriors, 6 timeouts remaining for the Houston Rockets. We go back to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Football Nation, and I appreciate you guys giving me some of your time today. If you are new to this channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, guys. I really, really want to see this live stream grow, man. I want this channel to continue to grow, but I cannot do it alone. And days where I'm standing here and we do our live streams and I pour my heart and gut and souls out, pour my heart and guts and soul out, and we get no motion or no momentum from it, you know, it doesn't matter. The point is, thank you guys for watching. If you want to support this channel and you don't want this channel to disappear, be sure to hit that button. Guys, the worst thing that could happen, I think, in my opinion, is if we end up having to go to this. which is absolutely nothing. You don't want absolutely nothing. You don't want this channel to disappear. Hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already done so, if you're not currently subscribed. If you are subscribed, I guess it doesn't apply to you. If you guys want to help support this channel, consider becoming channel members or share this with a friend. We are in a commercial break right now. The Houston Rockets have called a full timeout. We will have a game after this, ladies and gentlemen, Lakers and Timberwolves. The Lakers, with their backs against the wall, are hoping to do what the Houston Rockets have done today in Game 5. Maybe the Lakers will win. Maybe they won't. But one thing's for sure, we are going to find out. Rockets Warriors in this one, guys. This is Game 5, and the Rockets have a 21-point lead. The score is 61-40 over the Golden State Warriors. Great job by the Rockets in this one. Great job being aggressive. The Rockets came out, and they were firing quickly. They forced the Warriors into quick foul trouble, and they have been riding that momentum ever since. They're shooting the basketball really well on top of that. Now, during most of this season, guys, this is regular season numbers, the Houston Rockets – these are postseason numbers. Postseason numbers, guys, throughout this series, guys. The Houston Rockets today are shooting 65% from the floor. 65% from the floor. 64.5, I'm rounding up. That is insane. That is ridiculous. If they can keep this up, which they are absolutely lights out right now. 61 points in the first half with 3 minutes left to go. How about their three-point percentages, their field goal percentage? You can see those numbers right there. I actually think this is backwards. I need to flip that, invert this. This is field goal percentage up top and three-point percentage on the bottom. But again, I think you guys can deduce that. Normally, three-point shots are not. They were looking at a flagrant. It's not a flagrant foul. It was just a regular common foul right there. Another trip to the free throw line. Guys, I keep showing y'all these stats over here, but there are many more stats that I can also bring out for y'all. Let's show y'all those stats. Some team stats here. Quick look at the team stats, guys. So far in this one, by the way, Jimmy Butler is at the free throw line. Take a look over here on the left-hand side, guys. The score is a little behind right now. The score is 42-61 is what I see on my TV screen, but of course the score is a little bit different above because the game is ahead right now. So let's update the score. Golden State Warriors 42-61. It's a 19-point game. Hey, that's good news, I guess. 19-point game right now for the Golden State Warriors. Here's a shot from three-point land. That shot off the backboard for Dylan Brooks. The three-point shot off the backboard lands for Brooks, and even the bench was like, really? The reaction on the bench was like, ugh, he made that. Here's a three-point shot the other way. A big shot for Gary Payton II right there to keep this a 20-point game. It looked like it was a long two, not a three-point shot. So I guess his foot was on the line. So here we go, guys, 64-44. Houston Rockets going to score 75 points in the first half of this one. Here's Jalen Green with the basketball. Jalen Green on the drive. Jalen Green kicks this one out to Sengun. Sengun to VanVleet. VanVleet for three. VanVleet is there. Another bucket for the Rockets, this time from three-point land again. Here's Steph Curry. Curry with it. Curry drives. Curry pops and shots. The block from behind as Thompson gets a swat right there. Thompson in transition goes up. He is fouled by Buddy Hield. He'll go to the free throw line. That stops the clock. Thompson back on the ground. 1:44 left to go in this first half. Let's go ahead and set up that quiz. Golden State Warriors, Rockets Warriors, Game 5. Bet. Okay, that first shot right there, guys, that first shot off the mark. The score remains 44-67. First shot off the mark there. Second shot is good. Second shot is good for Houston. Here are the Golden State Warriors with it on the move right now. There's a shot for Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield off the mark right there. This time it is rebounded by Sengun. The score is 68-44 with 1:20 remaining. Moving the basketball right now. The Houston Rockets just kind of having their way right now. There's a shot. There's a foul. Golden State Warriors are currently in the bonus, in case anybody was wondering. Golden State Warriors are in the bonus right now. And it looks like the Houston Rockets are also in the bonus right now. So both teams in the bonus as it sits. Houston with a 24-point lead over the Golden State Warriors. They're probably going to hang on to this lead for a while. Shooting 60% from three-point land is insane, says Ataraxia. Yeah, bro. Look at those numbers. There's the shot off the mark for Jalen Green at the free throw line with 1:14 left to go. 60% Ataraxia. That's stupid numbers. That is stupid numbers. That's like NBA 2K numbers. There is the next free throw. That free throw does fall. Steph Curry with the basketball, and the Houston Rockets just absolutely crushing it right now. Houston Rockets gonna get a steal right here, and Amen Thompson goes, dunks, and is fouled, and won. 1:01 remaining. Oh, man, this is just bad, guys. NFL, I will be with you when they start. Well, you know what? At least during the NFL games, there is time in between the streams. NFL knows how to schedule their stuff. Turn down the music a little bit. Felt like that was a little bit loud. What up, country? We're almost to 100 lights. Let's make it happen before this next game. Thank you, Country Kisses. Edward checking in is, how is free throw percentage for Rockets tonight? The Houston Rockets free throw percentage is right here for you, Edward. FT percentage, 85%. 85%. They've made 17 of 20 free throws in this one. They've had 20 free throws, and it's an 8-0 run over the last 1 minute right now. 72-44 with less than a minute left to go. Here is Steph Curry. Curry fakes the pass. Curry drives the high floater off the mark. Offensive rebound. Moving the basketball now. Podziemski with it. Podziemski to Curry. Curry shoots the three. Curry hits the three. Much needed. They're going to need him to put on that superhero cape. 45 seconds left to go here, guys. He's going to need to wear that superhero cape if they're going to win this one. See you. I see you, Susan Rustler. Thanks for checking in. Alperen Sengun for the Houston Rockets makes his move. Sengun drives. Sengun, easy bucket for him. Looney just got pushed out of the way. Looney nowhere even near stopping that. 27-point game right now. Here's a shot for Curry. Curry shot off the mark. Offensive rebound by Kevon Looney. And so a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the play clock. Here is Gary Payton passing underneath to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler shoots the shot. He is fouled. 13 seconds left to go here. 13 seconds after the foul. Are they just trying to sell more tickets in Houston? I guess so, Maggie. I guess so. Adam Silver needs his watch time. Adam Silver needs those Adam Silver needs people to watch more of the NBA's commercials. There's a shot for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's shot is good. All right, y'all. Halftime right around the corner. Halftime right around the corner. First free throw for the Golden State Warriors does fall for Jimmy Butler. Here's Jimmy Butler's second shot. Jimmy Butler's second shot is also good. So the score is now 49-74. It's a 25-point game at halftime. So, clock winding down. Final possession right here. VanVleet floats this one up with one. There's the shot for Podziemski. They're not going to give him the foul. There's the shot for VanVleet. He made the shot. This does take us to halftime, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the half that we were expecting right now. Anyways, I think it's time for some trivia, right? This was a pretty rough first half, so why don't we try to lighten the mood with some NBA trivia, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, y'all. We've got some funky music for y'all. We've got some action. Let's shrink this down just a little bit here. It's time for a trivia quiz. Guys, it's super simple. A, B, or C. There's no penalties for wrong answers, and we're just here to have some fun. Are you ready? Question number 1. All right, guys. How many NBA Finals did the Warriors attend during the Splash Brothers era? How many NBA Finals did they attend during the Splash Brothers era? Is it A, 4 appearances? Is it B, 6 appearances? Or is it C, 8 appearances? How many NBA Finals did the Warriors attend during the Splash Brothers era? The answer to this one is 6 appearances. They won 4 of those 6 appearances, but with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, 4 NBA Finals. Pretty good stuff right there for this Golden State Warriors team. At least it was once upon a time. Not so much today. Y'all ready for question number 2? Here it comes. Question number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Who is the tallest person ever to be on the Houston Rockets team? Who is the tallest Houston Rocket in NBA history and franchise history? Is it A, Yao Ming? Is it B, Dikembe Mutombo? Or is it C, Chuck Nevitt? Who is it? Which of these guys was the tallest? Interesting. Did you know that the answer to this question is Yao Ming? Look at him standing next to Michael Jordan, making Michael Jordan look short. 7'6". Yao Ming was 7'6". He played for the Rockets from 2002 to 2011. Guys, Chuck Nevitt was 7'5", so pretty close right there. I wonder how many of you guys got that one right. Question number 3. You ready for it? Question number 3. Which Golden State Warrior scored the most points in a single season? You guys might know this one. Is it A, Wilt Chamberlain? Is it B, Steph Curry? Or is it C, Klay Thompson? Which Golden State Warrior scored the most points in a single season? Not in one game, not in one quarter, in an entire season. The answer is Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah, most of you guys probably could have guessed that it was going to be Wilt the Stilt. Answer to this one was A. Of course, he does also have a 100-point game. He played with the Warriors before they were the Golden State Warriors. He played with the Warriors as the Philadelphia Warriors back in the day. Question number 4, y'all. Here we go. Which Houston Rockets player has recorded the most career points? Is it A, Hakeem Olajuwon? Is it B, Tracy McGrady? Or is it C, James Harden? Which Houston Rockets player has scored the most career points for these Houston Rockets? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? You've got 3 seconds to answer this one. The answer is, of course, Hakeem Olajuwon. I think most of you guys knew that one. 26,511 points for Hakeem Olajuwon throughout his career. No wonder these guys don't even come close. Although, well, I'm not going to give you guys any spoilers here. Next question. Which of these players did the Warriors draft in 2012? Which of the following players did the Warriors draft in 2012, ladies and gentlemen? Was it A, Klay Thompson? Was it B, Steph Curry? Or was it C, Draymond Green? Which of these players have been with the Golden State Warriors for the past 13 years now? A, B, or C? What do you guys think the answer is? Well, I will have you know that the answer is Draymond Green, the enforcer, the big dog on there. Look at Draymond. He didn't have gray in his beard when he was drafted back in 2013. And I'll tell you what, 13 years from now, I'll probably have a lot of gray in my beard as well. Here we go, guys. Question number 6. Y'all ready for this one? Question number 6. Who has made the most three-pointers for the Houston Rockets in the first 4 games of this postseason? This is a current events question, guys. In the first 4 games of this postseason, who has made the most three-pointers for the Houston Rockets against the Golden State Warriors? Is it A, Jalen Green? Is it B, Fred VanVleet? Or is it C, Dylan Brooks? Come on, guys. Y'all know the answer to this one. The answer is, of course, Fred VanVleet, who went absolutely ham-slam bananas in Game 4 from the three-point line. Over 30 points for Fred VanVleet in Game 4, and he is cooking today as well. I'll bring up the box score and some additional stats here as we get closer towards the end of halftime. I'm digging this quiz so far. We're back on track, baby. Here's question number 7. What is Steph Curry's career high for points scored in a single game? What is Steph Curry's career high for the most points scored in a single game? Was it A, 60 points? Is it B, 61 points? Or is it C, 62 points? What is Stephen Curry's career high for points scored in a single game? Guys, the answer to this question is 62 points. Steph Curry once scored 62 points, and it was pretty diabolical, if you ask me, guys. That, by the way, let me go ahead and give you some information. That happened back in 2021 against the Portland Trail Blazers. By the way, Steph Curry, if you look at Steph Curry's numbers, they're insane. But let's move on to the next question. What is the Rockets' best season record? Is it A, 64 wins and 18 losses, B, 65 wins and 17 losses, or C, 66 wins and 16 losses? What is the record for the Rockets' best season? What is the Rockets' best season record in franchise history, y'all? The answer coming at you in about 3 seconds. The answer to this one is 65-17, guys. This was in the 2017-18 season, and that squad was absolutely stacked, guys. They had a lot of good players. They had P.J. Tucker. They had Clint Capella on the squad as well. Of course, Chris Paul and James Harden. The Rockets should have won the championship then, but they didn't. All right, guys, what year did the Golden State Warriors set the NBA best regular season record? By the way, for the last question, the San Antonio Spurs were the ones who knocked them out. Manu Ginobili with that block over James Harden. I'll never forget that either. Back to this question. What year did the Warriors set the best NBA regular season record? By the way, that record still stands to this day. Was it 2013, 2014, or 2015? What year did the Warriors set the best record ever in NBA history? Guys, that was the 2015-2016 season. Y'all, the best record in NBA history? It still stands to this day? Yeah, what was that? 72 wins? 72 wins, I think it was. Pretty stupid. They only lost 73 wins and 9 losses. 73 and 9 losses. Next question, guys. What is the most points that the Rockets have ever scored in one game? Is it A, 156 points, B, 158 points, or C, 159 points? Interesting jump right here. There might be a little clue as we jumped 2 points here and just 1 point there. Or is it? The answer is C. Nice. A little trickery there. A little tomfoolery, ladies and gentlemen. We like to keep things fresh here on Football Nation. 159 points. And yes, it was a big part thanks to James Harden in that contest. Gotta give the man credit there as well. All right, guys. That was it. That was the final question of this trivia quiz. That was good, man. That was fun. I like that one. That was pretty good. All right, guys. How did y'all do on that quiz? That was a solid trivia quiz. How did you guys do? Let's find out. 4 out of 10 for Father Time. Okay. 4 out of 10. Duff got 3 out of 9. 3 out of 10 it would be, unless you missed one of the questions. Edward got 2 out of 10. He said he was terrible. Thank you, Edward, for saying it's a cool game. Robert Zamora, 2 out of 10. I failed the quiz. Santino, let's go, bro. Let's go, Santino. Fist bumps to you, big dog. Let's go, bro. All right, Edward with 6 out of 10. Edward, I think you, sir, are the champion of the chat. Edward saying 6 out of 10. Random things saying 10 out of 10. We're going to check the record there. And if you're lying to us, Random, we're going to block you from the channel. I'm just kidding, bro. Edward. Nobody gets them all right. Nobody gets them all right. I guarantee you did not get 10 out of 10. I can guarantee it. So, Edward, you are the champion of the chat. Warriors comeback? I don't know, man. We'll see it. Okay. Turn the volume a little bit up right now. Warriors comeback. We'll see. Edward. Let's see. Everyone has their day at Robert Samora. Okay. Let's give you your crown for today, sir. Sweet. Edward, you are the champion. Random thing saying that's dumb. Well, so is you saying that you got all 10 of them right. All right, guys, so here we are. The score is 76-49. It's a 25-point game, and the Golden State Warriors are in some serious trouble. Now, 49 points at halftime, that's not like unheard of, right? It's not too low for the NBA. It's about average, on par for what we've seen out of this series. The Rockets have just been absolutely lights out. The Rockets have just been shooting so well today, and I can't take anything away from the Houston Rockets. Let's take a quick look over here, y'all, at the stats, the team stats. I'm going to shrink this out just a little bit. Cool. All right, guys, full team stats over here on the left-hand side, if you turn your attention to that side of the screen. 45 shots today. Guys, this is ridiculous. 45 shots today for the Golden State Warriors. They've put up that basketball 9 times more than the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets have taken 36 shots. The Golden State Warriors have taken 45 shots. The Rockets have nailed 25 of their buckets, shooting 70%, just under 70% in this game. And the Golden State Warriors, 16 out of their 45 shots. Ridiculous numbers. Very, very bad, guys. 35.6%. Now, three-pointers in this game. It's close as far as looking at that, but the attempts. It is the attempts right there. How many more times have the Golden State Warriors, and I've said this time and time again, guys, the Warriors live by the three-point shot. They live and die by the three-point shot. Not all of them have been good looks. As a matter of fact, most of them have been hurried as the shot clock is winding down. Maybe a closely contested shot, and they're just sending up the prayer, but they are not shooting very well. They're playing very bad basketball in this one. 20 trips or 20 free throws for the Rockets, just 10 free throws here for the Golden State Warriors, but that doesn't even matter because even if they had the same number of free throws hit and you add 10 more points to this one, it's still a 15-point game. The Warriors have just got to let go of that deep shot and try to get some high percentage buckets. That's the only way they're going to come back into this one, and they have to play better defense. But I'm telling you right now, something smells fishy to me. Something feels a little bit off about this game, and I don't think the Warriors, and it's not like they're going to win this and like win the championship and they're going to have a huge parade for them, but I feel like the Golden State Warriors are going to win this game back at home, and I think this should be an easy win for the Golden State Warriors in Game 6. I could be totally wrong, but what do I know? Take a look over here at the turnovers and the steals and the assists columns down below as well, y'all. We can see the steals, the assists, the fouls, all of this right now. And you would think that having committed 14 fouls and having the Rockets have committed 12 fouls, that there would have been more trips to the free throw line. But all the fouls that the Rockets are committing are off-ball fouls, fouls happening with the player who doesn't have the ball. So off-ball fouls or loose ball fouls, we could also call them, depending on where the basketball is at that time. So like an over-the-back foul would be a loose ball foul. But off-ball fouls happen all the time. That's like an illegal screen or what have you. Anyways, the Rockets not sending the Warriors to the free throw line. The Warriors, how are they going to get to the free throw line if they keep shooting threes? Out of their, let's take a look at this back up here at the top, guys. Out of the 45 shots, 29 of them have been three-point attempts for the Golden State Warriors. That is stupid. I'll say that again. You can see it for yourself. Out of 45 shots today for the Golden State Warriors, 29 of them were from beyond the arc. It makes no sense, dude. It makes no sense to me. They're playing very aggressively right now. They're playing very aggressively right now. Don't love it. All right. So, as a Dallas fan that loves the Golden State Warriors, ha ha ha, that's why Dallas Cowboys suck. What does that have to do for anything? How does... Jason, what on earth are you saying right now? Random things asking, who do I got? Random things I've got in this game. Well, to start the game, I would have said Golden State Warriors. But clearly not the case. All right, guys, let's get this back to normal. We're about to start the second half right now. They're showing the first game half right there, the summary. Ridiculous shooting for the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets absolutely crushing it right now. Who do we like in the second game tonight? That's a great question. Let's go ahead and ask that one. All right, guys, I'm going to ask y'all. We got 2 games coming up today. Who will win game 2? Lakers, Timberwolves. Here we go. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting back to this one right now. Most of you guys think the Timberwolves will win this one. Let's reset our clock and get everything adjusted here. I've been taking it easy on some of these graphics today, and that's okay. Neither of the teams in the bonus. Let me refigure out the timeout situations here. Golden State Warriors have 4 timeouts. I don't know how I gave them 2 back. Golden State Warriors have 4 timeouts. The Houston Rockets have 6. Houston Rockets also have the basketball. We're starting the second half right now. So let's get this time reset and get this going. 11:48 left to go. We are now in the third quarter of this one. And right now, backing down Steph Curry, Dillon Brooks turns around and shoots the shot, hits that jump shot to start and open up the scoring here in the third. 11:35 left to go in this one. Dillon Brooks, hi, gorgeous. What's going on? Everything okay? Okay, this shot off the mark. Jimmy Butler goes up. He is fouled. Jimmy Butler puts his hand in his face right now. Jimmy Butler going to go to the free throw line. He might be okay. Amen Thompson also holding his face right now. Don't quite know what's going on. Butler looks like he made that face. You know this face? When like someone's really baked and you'd look at them and you say, hey, man, open your eyes, and they just open their eyebrows. Anyways, Jimmy Butler. I don't know where was the contact there, Jimmy? Did you get sweat in your eye? I didn't really see any contact on that one, but they're going to call that a foul, and Amen Thompson. So let's watch it one more time. Jimmy went up. Maybe he got swatted on the second hand that swiped across the face. Hard to tell from that angle. How is that not a shooting foul? He was taking the shot. How is that not a shooting foul? What are you talking about? Here's Steph Curry with the basketball. He tries to swing the pass. Alperen Sengun gets in the way. It's recovered by Podziemski. Podziemski passes to Curry. Shot clock winding down. Curry, a half-court shot from a mile out. Almost does Curry special. Almost drops the Curry special right there. Here we go, guys. There's a shot the other way for Jalen Green. Jalen Green's shot off the mark. This time it's rebounded and dropped down by Alperen Sengun. So Sengun having another bucket right there. The score is now 80-49. 80-49. Here's a pass out by Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield to Draymond Green. Podziemski with it. Podziemski shoots the 3. Podziemski hits the bucket. A needed 3-point shot. 52-80 right now. It's a 28-point game, and the Golden State Warriors are getting that booty spanked right now. What's up? She's looking at me in disapproval of this game, I suppose. No. Here's a 3-point shot for Jalen Green, and it rips the cords on the net right there. A big bucket for Jalen Green. Here's a feed to Draymond Green. Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors with it. That's a kick right there. Sengun puts his foot in the path of the ball. So Sengun with the kick. Let's scroll up just a little bit so y'all can see some of the percentages. Showtime, says Edward. It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stop the clock right now. We got about 10:01 on the clock. Looks like 10:15 on the clock right here. There's the inbound pass. Jimmy Butler with it. Jimmy Butler against Sengun. Passes to Podziemski. Podziemski from the elbow. Shoots. Podziemski shot. Too strong. Rebounded by Jalen Green. Green forward to VanVleet. VanVleet trucks a man. That should be a charge. They're going to call it a block, though. Podziemski down on the ground. Probably got the wind knocked out of him. He got drilled by VanVleet, who was going full steam like a running back through the Yeah, he was playing. He straight up dropped the shoulder, and Derrick Henry truck sticked right there. 10:01 left to go. They're going to call that a block, though, and Podziemski got in the way. I guess his feet were moving. There's the inbound pass, and the Rockets have the basketball. 83-52. It's a 29-point game. That shot off the mark, rebounded by Curry. Curry coming back with it, passes forward. Looks like Hield with the Euro. Hield will put that one up. A good Euro step there and floats that one up and in. That's a good shot. Back into the hands of the Houston Rockets. It's now 54-83. Here's a shot for Fred VanVleet. VanVleet shot hits the rim, rattles the rim. It's rebounded by the Warriors. Warriors coming back with it. They trail by 29. Hield again, going to float that one up and in. An easy layup for the Golden State Warriors. Make it 27. They're not doing good at all, is what Christina said. They're not doing good. They're not doing good at all. Right now, here is Green on the dribble. Green, a little crossover. Green in the paint, going to put that one up. Looks like that shot way off the mark, but it looks like it was tipped by the Warriors, so it will be Rockets basketball. I want Lakers, but if the Timberwolves win, better team will win, I guess, says Harold. How gross is this, asks Christina. My wife wants to know how gross this is. She's wearing my Dragon Ball Z shirt. It's not bad. It's protein. Here we go. 9 minutes left to go here, guys. Alperen Sengun passes to Fred VanVleet. VanVleet goes up. VanVleet shot. Wow. VanVleet, a teardrop right there. And here we go. In the hands of the Golden State Warriors. Podziemski with it, working on Alperen Sengun. Shot clock down to 12. Podziemski drives, makes his move, doesn't like the angle, kicks it out to Hield. Hield back to Podziemski, corner three, not going to let that one fly. Podziemski, a hook shot, goes up, looks for the foul, no foul there. 2 points are still going to fall. 8:30 left to go in this one. In this third quarter, the Golden State Warriors, this is at least, you know what? The good news is that a blowout like this, if this ends up being a blowout, we will be at the next game before tip-off. Here's the shot. The shot is up. The shot is off the mark there by Jalen Green. Looks like there was a foul, off-ball foul right there. Alperen Sengun, loose ball foul. That'll be a foul charged against Sengun. He now has 3 fouls in this one. Let's stop the clock. We should be somewhere at about, around here at the 8-minute mark. Let's see where this was. 8:13. So Podziemski and the Golden State Warriors with the basketball right now. There's a pass to Draymond. Draymond against, actually Curry with the basketball. Curry drives. Curry kicks back out. This time Podziemski for 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Amen Thompson. Thompson going to step on the gas here. Takes it coast to coast, and Thompson puts that one up. Good shot for Thompson. 7:50 left to go in the third. 87-58. This is a one-sided affair. The Golden State Warriors just being embarrassed at this point. Here's Podziemski. Podziemski on the drive. There's a pass inside. Backdoor was left open right there, and Draymond Green gets 2 points. So it's now a 27-point game, 87-60. Draymond Green today with 7 points. You can see the starters not looking good. Fred VanVleet with 19 out here for the Houston Rockets. Steph Curry with just 11. Dylan Brooks with 14. Jimmy Butler with 6. Alperen Sengun with 12. Draymond Green with 5. Amen Thompson with 11. Brandon Podziemski with 3. Jalen, you can just see the box score right here for yourselves. This is a completely one-sided nightmare for the Golden State Warriors. Houston Rockets get the basketball in their own front court. There's a shot right there for Fred VanVleet. It is off the mark. It is an offensive rebound for Steven Adams. His shot is off the mark, and the putback is there for Amen Thompson. It just does not stop. It just does not stop. The Warriors are losing this battle, and the Rockets are scoring at will. Here's Jimmy Butler, who shoots the layup. That shot not there, but he does get the second shot put back. Puts that one in 62-89. 27-point game. And it is just an absolute whooping right now. Here is Fred VanVleet and the Houston Rockets up 89-62. VanVleet against Hield. He gets the angle. He's now in the paint. Has to get out of the paint before he gives up that 3-second violation. Brooks makes his move. Brooks, the elbow jump shot on the move. Fade away bucket is there. That was a dirty shot. What a bucket for Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks up to 16. Oh. Here's Steph Curry. Curry going to have to put on the superhero cape. He drives. He scores. 2 points there for the Golden State Warriors. There's the inbound pass, and the Rockets now have it. Curry up to 13 points. Jalen Green with the basketball. 6:05 remaining here in the third. Nobody's calling a timeout. Nobody fouling anyone here. Looks like this is just, let's go home, boys. Here is the Houston Rockets out to Brooks. Brooks back inside. Little high-low action there, and a pass. Oh, wow. Good read, a good feed right there. Beautiful bounce pass by Steven Adams. Timeout going to be called right now. Another timeout going to be called. One less for the Golden State Warriors. That stops the clock. Christina says that they're making it too easy for them. Guys, 5 minutes and 49 seconds. 5:49 left to go here in the third. And you know what? We're already looking at the Houston Rockets about to hit 100 points. Hang on, guys. My wife looks like she needs my attention. Give me 10 seconds. I'll be right back. No, I did, and I've misplaced it once again. I actually think it's next to the bed. I don't know if you can. Okay. All right. Love you. All right. What? Says Maggie. That's insane. Shout out to the chat. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing out there? Shout out to Jason Ibarra. Wife first, says Harold. Of course. Cheers to you guys. Father Time saying take your time. DJ Ace. What up, DJ? DJ Ace saying Curry needs to put on his big boy shorts. Okay. I like that. Curry pancake is for food? Is that a curry pancake, Harold? Menno saying, looks like the box score isn't updating. Healed should be at 4. Healed should be what, at 4 points? Let's refresh this page. Thanks for the update. Let's get this number corrected for you guys. And you are correct right there. All right, guys, the box score was definitely not updating. Thank you for clearing that up. Appreciate you, Ed. Who said that? That was Menno. All right, Menno. Shout out to Menno. Sorry, I added the P there to your name. That was on accident. Typo. But shout out to Menno. All right, Unique Queen is in the house. What up, Unique Queen? How you doing? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, this is not right, says Maggie. That's because Golden State is letting H-Town shoot. They are, dude. It's pretty bad right now. Golden State Warriors just getting beat up right now by the Houston Rockets. It's a pretty bad mess right now for Houston. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. Where are you guys watching from? Where are you watching from? This should be a good closeout game, but it looks like not going to be a closeout after all. I guess the Golden State Warriors just struggling today, y'all. How about those Houston Rockets, man? So far in this series, guys, we've seen some crazy action. Fred VanVleet is averaging. Whoa, sorry about that. Fred VanVleet is averaging 14 points per game. Today, he has 23, and in game 3 and in game 4, he had over 30. So this number for game 6, you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be a lot closer to that 20 mark. Fred VanVleet showing up big time for his squad. Maybe Kawhi Leonard called him up and was like, hey, dude, you need to play better. Coming from your ex-Raptor teammate. 5:50 left to go here, ladies and gentlemen, in the third quarter. Let's get back to it. Golden State Warriors with the basketball, and we're seeing a rotation of players right now. On the court, Knox is out there. I haven't seen him all series long, and Spencer is out there as well. Did Steve Kerr already put in the bench at this point? Did Steve Kerr really dip that far into the bench already at this point, or is this a ploy to really try and come back into it? Steven Adams with it. Steven Adams Passes to Brooks. Brooks still on the court as well for the Houston Rockets. Brooks pulls up at the free throw line, shoots from the free throw line. He is fouled right there. Looks like Quentin Post going to be charged for the foul. 5:18 left to go. There's a stop of the clock. Take a look at the players who are on the court right now. Santos, Post, Moody, Knox, and Spencer out here right now. Shout out to H-Town. I see you. We got Father Time still on the river. Northwest Arkansas for Unique Queen. Shout out to Unique Queen. Thanks, girl. We got Vicky checking in from Roseville, California. Hello, Vicky. Good to have you in here, Vicky. Kevin Fortnite, Knox sighting. Kevin Fortnite, Knox sighting. Yeah, we got Knox in there right now. So the first free throw looks like that one does fall for the Houston Rockets. It's now a 30-point game. Here is another free throw for Dylan Brooks. Both free throws go. It's now a 31-point game. And the Houston Rockets stepping on the necks right now of the Golden State Warriors. Here's Knox on the move. A pass across court. Here's a shot. That shot off the mark. That shot off the mark. And it looks like that was Knox who took that shot. That was a pass over there from Spencer. Here's a three-point shot from Brooks off the mark for the Houston Rockets. Here is Spencer passing this one forward. This time, man, there's just a bunch of randos out here. Here is Post putting this one up. Post, Quentin Post shot off the mark, rebounded by the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets with it. Fred VanVleet inside, back out. This shot from Dylan Brooks off the mark. Rebounded by Golden State. Golden State with it. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Here's Santos. Santos feeds inside. There's an easy bucket right there. Easy bucket for Spencer. Or was that Knox? Okay. All right, y'all. So Pat Spencer makes a dive and layup right there. Here is Fred VanVleet with the basketball. Fred VanVleet shoots the three-point shot. That shot is off the mark. This time it is going to be recovered, and coming with it inside to Santos, or outside to Santos. Santos to Post. Post finds Spencer inside. Spencer drives. Spencer goes up, makes the layup there. So 2 more points there for the Golden State Warriors. The score is 68-95. 68-95 with 3:45 left to go. 3:45 left to go right here. Here's the drive. Amen Thompson goes up. Amen Thompson is fouled on the shot. That stops the clock with 3:40. That stops the clock with 3:40. And he's going to get a trip to the free throw line after making the bucket. He made the shot. Okay. Something doesn't look right, Warriors. I'm telling you, man. Terrible defense. Quentin Post is going to be charged for that foul. Clearly a foul. Second, that free throw, though, and one bucket for Houston does fall. 3:40 left to go. Holy smokes, man. Macaru saying on the Rockets. What up, Macaru? Here we go. Spencer to Santos. Santos to Spencer. Spencer drives at the three-point line. Kicks out to Moody now. Moody on the court here. Moody, jab step. Moody drives. Moody floats it up. It is swatted. He is fouled. He goes to the stripe. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the third. I wonder, will this game be over before 9 p.m.? Yes or no? What do you guys think? Will this game be over before 9? It's definitely a one-sided game, man. One-sided games are no fun to watch, but I'm doing my best to keep you guys entertained. And if you guys are entertained and I've had your attention for 5 to 10 minutes, y'all, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you guys are chilling with us right now. It's already over, says Jason. I don't know, man. Yeah, Edward says this will be over before 9. It's over now, says James Langford. There's the second free throw. Both free throws will fall there for the Golden State Warriors. It's now a 70-98 game. 9:15 where I live, says Team Serious Corey. It is 8:15 here in San Antonio, Texas. This game is played in Houston, just a couple hundred miles away from here. Here's a pass outside. Jab step there. And right now, Fred VanVleet and the Houston Rockets have the basketball. Fred VanVleet with it, working on Santos. Fred VanVleet showing off the handles. VanVleet drives. He is blocked right there. Steven Adams puts it back. A good offensive rebound again for the Houston Rockets. This time, Tari Eason goes up for it. He is fouled on the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. That stops the clock with 2:54. That stops the clock with 2:54 I'm from I'm from where Reed Shepherd is from. Macaru, I don't quite know where that's at. Athens, Georgia, I see you. 9:15 out there. 9:15 where I live. Raptor says 6:15. You must be out there on that West Coast. All right, guys and gals, my goal for today was to try to get to 28.4 on the subscriber count. We are a long cry away from that. London, Kentucky. Okay. London, Kentucky. I didn't even realize that was a place. Oh, you guys are helping me out big time. You guys are helping me out big time correcting my scoreboard. Edward Charles, thank you very much. 2:54 left to go. Let's add the minute. All of this is handled by Muhammad Al-Me, man, so I'm taking care of the scoreboard. I'm taking care of the foul count. I'm taking care of the timeouts. Right now the Warriors have 3 timeouts. The Rockets still have 5. They've used 2. So the Warriors have 3 timeouts remaining. The Houston Rockets have 5 timeouts remaining. We are stopped right now in the third quarter with 2:54 left to go. And it's definitely a one-sided game without a doubt. It's definitely a one-sided game without a doubt. No. We are in the third quarter, Danube. I apologize for any confusion. I just had down below at the bottom where it says quarter 3. Check this out. So I can update this myself, and I'm doing it all by myself, but I can change it to be, quarter 37, which makes no sense that they would even do this. Like, a quarter means 1 out of 4, so that's weird. But what if the Warriors go 30-0 in the fourth quarter? Yeah, I mean, you know what, dude? It's possible. 30-0, maybe not. But we did see a 22-0 run in that game where the Knicks won. So the Knicks beat the Pistons on a 22-0 run, which is redonk, right? So I mean, is it likely? No. Is it possible? I mean, yeah, but it's very highly unlikely. So it's, again, let me correct the quarter. Third quarter, no team is in the bonus right now, so we don't have the bonus checked in. Quarter 37, give it up for quarter 37. All right, y'all. We are in the middle of this commercial break. When we get back from the commercial break, we will have more basketball action. My name is Mario. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If this is your first time watching, thanks. If it's not your first time watching, welcome back. And I want to thank you guys a super special extra amount because y'all are back here when there are so many other options that you guys could be watching. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Now, if I want to keep my butt in the chair the whole time, I should probably fill out more of this screen. If I'm going to keep my butt in the chair this whole time for the rest of this game, the way this game is going, I might as well. No need to get up. There's not a whole lot of excitement to get fired up about. So we'll keep the butt in the chair for now. This is the score at the moment. Okay. Let's cut back to the drive chart. Blow myself up here too. All Rockets from the start, I hear them say right now. And they're not wrong about it either. Warm-ups happening right now in Los Angeles, guys. The next game will be happening in Los Angeles. Don't y'all worry. Cut it to 20 before end of third. Says Teron Ward. You think so? If they can cut it to 20 by the end of this, I mean, it's an 8-point gap right there, Teron. Here's the first free throw coming up. Coming back from the commercial break, that first free throw falls. Looks like Jabari Smith is at the free throw line right now. He hits that first one. It's now 99. I gave them back a timeout instead of giving them a point. Second free throw is good. Back-to-back free throws fall right there for the Houston Rockets, and the Rockets are now up by 30, 70-100 with 2:49 left to go. The clock is hot. Moving the basketball around right now, the Golden State Warriors. Here's the drive. There's a shot. Moody makes his bucket, so Moody gets a bucket there, 72-100. Here is Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson working against Santos. Thompson on the dribble. Thompson backs down a man. Thompson tries to get around the corner here. Thompson in trouble. Passes this one over to Adams. Adams, one more to Eason. Eason against Santos, loses the basketball. Santos going to bring it up, and now Spencer, a nice little move as he goes up and over, lays that one in for the Golden State Warriors. It's now a 74-100 game. 74-100. Maybe they can bring it to within 20. Here we go at the three-point line. A shot from inside the stripe will land for Houston. Houston starting to dig into that bench. Holiday with a bucket there. He's got 2 points. Here we go. Moody is in the paint. Moody goes up. Moody shot off the mark as he hits the deck. Here we go in transition. Holiday with it. Holiday kicks out to Thompson. Thompson back to Holiday. Holiday, a pump fake. Holiday to Adams. Adams backing down Moody. Back to Thompson. Thompson with it. Shot clock down to 5. Thompson pulls the 3. Thompson hits the three-point shot. 105-74. Yeah, we got our ass whooped, says Eric Santos. Warriors in 6. Playoff Jimmy's strategy. Crazy game tonight. Crazy one-sided. There's a shot by Spencer. Spencer hits the fadeaway jump shot for the Golden State Warriors. 76-105. 1 minute left to go here in the third. 1 minute left to go here in the third, with 58.3 left to go here in the third. Clock has stopped. It's going to be a timeout. The clock has stopped. They've corrected the clock at 1 minute right now. How many threes does Curry have? Curry in this game, ladies and gentlemen, not doing so well. He's got 13 points. Let's get you that box score. Curry in this one, if you need the exact number of threes, Curry's numbers are down below. You're going to have to scroll in on that. You're going to have to zoom in on that, though. Curry today for threes, he's made 3 3-point shots. He's 3 of 9. Here with the basketball, the Houston Rockets have it. The Houston Rockets will be fouled on this one. Never mind. Timeout will be called right there for the Rockets. Timeout, and we go to another commercial break with about 50 seconds left to go in the third. So 50 seconds left to go here in the third. 76-105. Kind of a mess. Today is good for Houston Rockets. It's very good for the Houston Rockets. We've got FTH VNGL. How many threes does Curry have? So he's knocked down 3. FTH VNGL. Hansel checking in. Giveaway play. It's just all day. Kerr is fired. Steve Kerr won't get fired. Steve Kerr is too good of a head coach, man. He has the most wins. He has the winningest record in Golden State Warriors history as a head coach. He's not going anywhere. It's like saying I'm going to fire Greg Popovich, even though he makes it to the playoffs. He made it to the playoffs. Guys, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago when I remember saying that the San Antonio Spurs haven't missed the playoffs since the N64 came out. Like, it's the same situation for the Golden State Warriors. Not necessarily the same situation, but the Golden State Warriors, a much better team than most people give credit for. Yeah, Curry's good to go. Daniel, I see you checking in, Mr. Solomon. He says, yeah, this game is over with. Hopefully they close out next game. Mike Malone got fired. What makes Kerr so special? Again, the fact that, I don't know, they have 4 championships with Kerr. And they went to 6. What is not special about Kerr? Here's the drive for the Houston Rockets. There's the shot. Another bucket going to fall this time. This time it is Holiday with another 2-point bucket. A 2-point bucket, 38 seconds left to go in this third quarter. And we've got a bunch of bench players out here for Golden State right now. Kevon Looney shoots the 2-point shot. If the bench can get the Warriors to within 20, maybe we'll see the starters back out there. 24 seconds left to go here in the third. Shot clock down to 15, moving the basketball around right now. Houston going to give up the basketball. We are down to 16 seconds. Here's the cut. Spencer kicks this one out. Shot clock off now, and we are down inside the last 10 seconds. Here comes the drive, guys. Shot clock, game clock, winding down in the paint. Moody goes up. 2.5 left to go. There's the inbound pass. The half-court shot is there. That shot, no good. So the score is 80 to 107. It's a 27-point game, and it's clearly a one-sided affair. So Rockets now have, what is this, 4 timeouts remaining. Let's restart our clock. We're now in the fourth quarter here. Fourth quarter action coming soon. Keep that lead, Rockets. Keep launched out of reach. Dude, they're keeping them way out of reach right now. Omar, Steve Kerr won't get fired. He was a good player with the Chicago Bulls. He was a good – that's another reason why he's so special, because he played with Michael Jordan. How many technical fouls does Draymond Green have? Draymond actually doesn't have a technical today. At least I don't think. Okay. Let's see. Read some more comments out here. Houston Rockets, I see you out there, Harold. Golden State Warriors is not good, depends today. The home court Golden State Warriors in Game 6 is win-finish, says Hansel. Edward saying, yeah, all exclamation points. Looks like he's going Super Saiyan there. The Spurs haven't made it since Tony Parker retired. That was a long time ago. I guess that was like, what, fuck. It's been a while, man. The San Antonio Spurs, honestly, the Spurs haven't been good since Kawhi Leonard left, if I'm being honest. Since Kawhi left and went to Toronto, the San Antonio Spurs were not able to do it with LaMarcus Aldridge. The San Antonio Spurs, it was just a mess. Are we cooked, chat? Oh, we're cooked, Ataraxia. Golden State Warriors are 100% cooked, without a doubt. We'll ask it just to ask it. Are the Warriors cooked? Yes or no? Very simple poll right there. Go Rockets, says Rich. What up, Rich? Do you think you can be a top 5 player in the NBA if you only play one way, i.e. Luka? Yes. Yes, I do. Because Steph Curry isn't the world's greatest defender either, and Steph Curry is definitely a top 5 player in the NBA. Thank you, Alexander Ekp. Thank you very much, Alexander Ekp. He says, new subscriber, loving the stream. Who scored the most points for the Rockets tonight is what Daniel has asked. Daniel, let's get that information for you. Today for the Houston Rockets, the point leader, box score. Let's go over some of these numbers. I'll actually blow this up for you guys while we are in this commercial break. Take a look over here, guys. So, sugar. That's not going to work out. I've got everything layered funky. Okay, I'll just tell you. Today, Alperen Sengun has 21 points scorer for the Houston Rockets. Top one is Fred VanVleet. This is the home team starters, ladies and gentlemen. And in this one, Fred VanVleet has 23 points. You can see VanVleet over there with 23. 21 points for Amen Thompson. Looks like Dylan Brooks has 18. Alperen Sengun has 14. And Jalen Green has 11. Savvy? Savvy. All right. Warriors are 100% boiled bacon. That sounds disgusting. Boiled bacon? Bleh. Sarah DV saying, what? No way. But she said it, who what? All right. Here we go, guys. On the dribble, the Golden State Warriors with the basketball. They're not even trying, Maggie says, and she's right. Here's Moody for 3. Moody shot off the mark as we start the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. No good on the putback. And the Rockets still have a 107-80 lead right now. 11:36 left to go here in this basketball game. We're now in the fourth quarter right now. And we've got bench players all day, ladies and gentlemen. We got Eason, Smith, Holiday, Landell, and Shepard out there for the Houston Rockets. Here's a shot that is blocked by Moody. Moody, off-ball foul right there, looks like. Let's get the shot board back for y'all. All right, y'all. We'll be live immediately after this live stream. I got to do something here. Let's duplicate this page. Go back. Golden State Warriors have the basketball right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Spencer kicks out, and here's a three-point shot. That shot off the mark for the Golden State Warriors, and it does go out of bounds. It will remain Golden State Warriors basketball. All right, y'all, for the next live stream, Next live stream is going to be here. I'm going to drop this in the chat now, and I'm going to pin it at the top. There's that shot. That shot is good for the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors go up 82 to 107. They trail, I should say, by 25. The NBA will not lose tonight and will not let them lose tonight, says Strategy. I don't know about all that. Here we go. There's a pass inside, a pass back out. One more pass at the corner. The corner three for Jabari Smith off the mark. Rebounded this time by the Golden State Warriors. On the court for the Warriors, you've got Jackson, you got Keene, Knox, Spencer, and Moody. A little spin move right here. A drive for the Golden State Warriors. There's a shot off the mark, and there's going to be a foul right here. Was that a shooting foul? Tari Eason going to be charged for the foul right there. Looks like it looks like Tracy Jackson Davis is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple right now. Looks like Jackson Davis going to go to the free throw line right now. That free throw line off the mark right there. 82-107. Ugly game. It's definitely an ugly game. 10 minutes left to go in this basketball game. 10-15. Here are the Golden State Warriors playing defense. Tari Eason makes his move. Eason gets blocked under the rim, and it's going to go back right now into the hands of the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors basketball goes out of bounds. It's poked away by the Rockets. Stops the clock with 10:06. Here we go. With the basketball now, the Golden State Warriors moving it around at this point. And the Golden State Warriors are they're just out here. At this point, Kerr is looking at the squad saying, just go have some fun. Spencer's two-point shot will fall right there, 84-107 with 9:50 left to go. And the Rockets, looks like there's another foul right there. Got to stop my clock. All right, guys. I haven't even made the adjustments that I was looking for the next game. I'm honestly thinking that I might as well just start making them in real time at this point so I don't have those awkward moments. The clock is stopped. The timeout has been called by the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors stopped the clock with 9:43 left to go. Golden State Warriors stopped the clock with 9:43 left to go in this basketball game. It is 8:30 p.m. This game may or may not be over in time for tip-off for the next one. We'll see what the NBA decides to do. But if you guys are interested in catching the next live stream with me, guys, you can do that right here. And I'm going to pin this up at the top at the chat. That is where the next live stream will be if you guys want to watch it with me. We just hit 100 likes. We have 200 people watching right now. Appreciate you guys kicking it with me. We have NBA action in the fourth quarter here. Tally P saying, damn it, Rockets, don't give them more free throws. That's what chips away at the lead. Like mad against these guys. Warriors threw in the towel next game, says Santino. Warriors threw in the towel. It's time for the next game, says Santino. The Warriors are getting punked. The Warriors are getting punked. Let's see, Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Lakers will go finishing, well, okay. Just going to finish this game here. I guess we can make the changes in real time. Let's go ahead and start updating, guys. We are doing 2 games today, and if you want to catch the next game here with Football Nation, you know what to do. Let's update these stats. The stats should actually be at home Lakers. This is what we're doing right now. I'm making some quick adjustments, so that's the Lakers stats. We'll actually go from the bottom to the top because I think it's easier that way. So, what is this? Home bench. The home bench is actually going to be Lakers bench, so let's go ahead and do that. Lakers at home. This is what the Lakers bench looks like right now. Let's pull up the center for the home team. Home team, again, going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers center. And we're just updating graphics right now during this commercial break, y'all. Power forward for the home team. LeBron James. Let's pick up LeBron James's graphic right here. Power forward for the home team. Would have been nice to have Anthony Davis on this squad too. It'd be probably a very different story. How about the small forward position now? Hachimura having himself a good series at this point. Hachimura, let's pull up his numbers. Small forward. Am I under the right one? Yeah, small forward for Hachimura. Lakers, small forward home. We are still in this commercial break. You are not missing any action right now, ladies and gentlemen. Not that there's a whole lot of action to be had right now in this clearly one-sided affair, but we are getting set up right now for game 2 for tonight. Power forward home, center home, shooting guard home. I'm at shooting guard. Shooting guard for home is going to be Austin Reeves. He needs to have 20 points tonight. The point guard situation also, another one that we want to look at, and of course your point guard is Luka Doncic. It's nice to have a tall point guard like that, but he doesn't play defense, and he's a liability on the defensive side of the ball. Someone mentioned that earlier. Let's go ahead and cut over to the starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Those are your Lakers starters for today. The away team is the Warriors right now in this one. The away team in the next one is actually going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's pull up the Timberwolves stats. Timberwolves stats look good. We'll update this as we go along. We're back to the action, ladies and gentlemen, and the Golden State Warriors looks like they're not going to have the basketball as we come back from this commercial break. Bench players here. It's going to be a bench for the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, guys, Houston Rockets with it right now. There's a shot from three-point land. That shot off the mark. It's rebounded by Moody. Moody with the basketball. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Here's the drive. Kicks it back out. Moody with the shot for 3. The shot is good for Moses Moody. It's 107-87, a 20-point game with 9 minutes left to go. Who knows? A miracle could happen. Anything could happen, but here are the Houston Rockets on the drive. And the Houston Rockets moving the basketball around. A little jab step right there. Holiday goes down, and there's going to be a foul. The whistle comes in. Okay. So 9:06 left to go. Probably easier just to go up and then mark the minute down. Waiting for the inbound pass. Holiday inbounds this one. Landale. Is it Landale? Landale hits the shot. The shot is good right there for the Houston Rockets. It's now 108-87. So the Houston 109-87. Here we go. There's the drive. Santos. It's not Santos right there. That's actually just a bad play for the Golden State Warriors. That was Braxton Key with it. Here we go the other way. Jabari Smith, the shot too strong from three-point land. Rebounded by the Golden State Warriors, who trail by 22 at this point. Slowing things down, kicking out to the corner. This time the drive, losing the basketball right there. They're going to call a foul. Kevin Knox draws the foul. 87-109. 87-109 with 8:30 remaining in this one. Let's gonna go to the stripe. It looks like the Golden State Warriors. I don't know, man. It looks like they are cooked right now, but at the free throw line, Kevin Knox going to shoot a pair. Kevin Knox going to shoot a pair. There's that shot. That shot falls for Kevin Knox. It's 88-109 with 8:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Okay. There's the second shot. That shot is also good for the Golden State Warriors. Golden State with it. And it looks like there's the inbound pass. Full court press. Good defense there for the Warriors. Rim checked. Going to miss the dunk right there. I guess that's why you're a bench player. And it's going to be rebounded this time by Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith pushing this one forward. Here's Aaron Holiday. Holiday goes up. Holiday floats it up. The layup is not there. Rebounded this time by Golden State. Golden State trying to find their way back into this one. A corner three this time. The corner three is good. And Kevin Knox hits a big three-point shot. 92-109. Another full timeout. This time the Rockets take a timeout. Rockets take a full timeout, and I'm going to take a quick bio break before the next game, guys. Be right back. What is the word for when the team adjusts stuff but doesn't actually go into a full rebuild? Lakers need to do that. Tally checking in. I'm going to go feed the cats now. Don't give me more free throw chances while I'm gone now. All right, guys. Again, I have pinned at the top of this stream the next game. I'm going to keep plugging this in, guys. If you want to just go ahead and preemptively open that tab, as soon as this game is over, we'll go into the next live stream. I will shut this live stream down immediately and bring up the graphics for the next one. So, you know, with 8:30 left to go, it's a, what is that, math, 17-point game? You know, is my math way off right there? +8, plus, yeah, it's 10 points more would get you to 102. +7, yeah, it's a 17-point game. I can't math right now. Rockets hold this lead, says Mr. Hudson. Will the Rockets hold this lead? You guys saying that this goose was cooked. I asked that 15 minutes ago, but the Warriors are now inside of that 20-point mark. Thanks, guys, for helping me with elementary school math that I could not do in my head. You guys are awesome. Appreciate y'all. Quick six, and they're back in this, says Duff. You're not wrong, bro. And it looks like the Warriors understand that there's an opportunity here. Maybe not. They did leave the bench out there. The Rockets are not going to lose this lead. The Rockets put the starters back out. So let's sit back down. Golden State Warriors still playing with the bench. The Rockets starters are still out there right now. Alperen Sengun going to fight his way in. Amen Thompson fights for the rebound. Thompson gets the rebound. There's the pass back to him. And Brooks now has it at the three-point line. Brooks working on Knox. And this time Brooks drives. Brooks goes in, tries to put that one up, and he gets the shot. Easy shot there for Brooks. 111-92, 7:18 left to go. And Houston going to hang on to this lead, I'm pretty sure, since they bring out these guys. Once again, here's Spencer. Spencer drives against Brooks. Spencer's shot is good. Nice shot, and he's fouled on it. So, and one opportunity with 7:08 remaining. 7:08 remaining in this one. I hope the Lakers get blown out also, says Gary Streen. I hope not, man. I hope we have a close game. Close games perform better on this channel. We get more subscribers when we have close games. Very fighting for that subscriber count today, guys, but I'm not going to hit you guys over the head with it. You guys will subscribe if you like. If you don't like, you know, most of you guys are probably already subscribed. There's that free throw, the and one opportunity, good for the Golden State Warriors. It's now 95-111. There might be time to bring in your starters, coach. It might be time to bring in your starters. 95-111. It's a 16-point game. Here is Amen Thompson. Thompson kicks this one out. There's a shot for Green. Jalen Green off the mark. Off a rebound here for the Golden State Warriors, and the Warriors kick out. A transition three-point shot. The Warriors off the mark. The putback will go. And the Golden State Warriors now have a 14-point game on their hands. Warriors with 14-point spread, 7:35 left to go. This game is heating up. Here's Alperen Sengun. Sengun spins around. Sengun gets fouled on this one. Okay, guys, a good run here for the Golden State Warriors, and someone called it earlier that this could happen. 6:30 left to go in this basketball game, and the Golden State Warriors trail by 14, and somehow Steve Kerr has not put the starters back in, despite this being a deficit that they actually can come back from. They dare Amen Thompson to shoot. He does shoot, but nobody corrals the rebound. Here is Brooks with it. Dylan Brooks back to Thompson. Sengun now backing down a man, double teaming Sengun. Everybody getting back into their spots. Who are they going to? Are they going to steal? They will not. There will be a foul right there. Sengun is fouled. Sengun goes to the free throw line. Let's see what happens here. 6:08 on the clock as that is stopped, and we go to the stripe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the stripe now. They're in good shape. I don't know, man. I think it might be time to put Jimmy back out there. It might be time to get the Warriors back out there, I'm telling you. Okay. Alperen Sengun. The first shot is short. The first shot off the mark by Sengun. That bodes well for the Golden State Warriors. That bodes really well for the Golden State Warriors. Houston with 3 timeouts left. Golden State with 2 timeouts left. The series is 3-1. All that information at the bottom of the screen for you guys. That shot is good right there by Sengun. That second shot is good by Sengun. 15-point game. There's a pass inside. Here is a kick back out. And Spencer with it. Spencer on the dribble. Passes to the wing. In the wing, makes the cut on the drive, under the rim, goes up. I think, are they going to call a foul or a travel right there? I think they might call a foul, and I think anybody in the bonus right here? That foul happened before the shot, ladies and gentlemen. 15-point game with 5:49 left to go. Golden State Warriors about to inbound this basketball. Shot clock with 14 on it. And here we go. Basketball in the hands of the Golden State Warriors. Moody, specifically, Moody makes his move. Moody floats this one up, and that's a good shot for Moody. And we've got a 13-point game, ladies and gentlemen. I know that that's too exciting. I'm getting too excited for a 13-point game, but it's a 13-point spread, and it's the closest we've seen this game in a while. And the fact that the Golden State Warriors bench against the Houston Rockets starters is doing this right now. Fred VanVleet hits the deck. Moody going to be charged with the foul. 5:22 left to go. Clock stops. So Fred VanVleet will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws here. Fred VanVleet will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws here. Man, it's getting close. Edwards saying, what? Warriors closing out this series somehow would be absolutely batshit crazy, says Santino. All right, guys, the first shot there for Fred VanVleet as they are in the bonus now. That last foul put them over the top. Both free throws fall here for the Houston Rockets. They are in the bonus. Keep that in mind, and it's down below, so you don't have to keep it in mind. Here we go, coming back with it. We've got Spencer of the Golden State Warriors. Here's a pass over to not Curry. This is Knox. Knox goes up. Knox shoots from inside the paint. It's an offensive rebound for the Warriors, and this time another miss, and this time the cleanup, and the Golden State Warriors make it a 101-114 game, a 21-7 run in the last 6 minutes of this one. The Golden State Warriors doing anything they can. If they can make it a single-digit game, we will see those starters come back in. Fred VanVleet with the basketball. VanVleet inside to Sengun. Sengun working on his man. Sengun up against Knox. Sengun drives, passes to Thompson. Thompson out to the three-point line. Brooks shot off the mark. It is a rebound for the Warriors. The Warriors push the basketball forward. Moody drives. Moody trying to go up with it. He's in trouble. Moody not going to get the foul right there. Moody has to get out of the paint. There's a shot from three-point land. That shot too strong. Another offensive rebound for the Golden State Warriors. Knox going to put this shot up. The third chance bucket not there. Another rebound and another miss. How do you miss that? The referee's not calling anything, and it looks like we're going to get a jump ball right here. Jalen Brooks getting a little spicy right there. Jalen Brooks getting into it with the Golden State Warriors. Uh-oh. Jackson Davis and Sengun now yelling at each other. And we've got some drama here. Uh-oh. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. Referees and coaches holding players back right now. We might finally see those technicals after all. And funny enough, Draymond Green isn't even on the court. 4:14 left to go in this one. So the clock has stopped. The score is 114-101. Jackson Davis doing some doing some extra right there for the Golden State Warriors, if you know what I mean. 4:14 left to go in this basketball game. Shout out to you guys. The play is under review. I guess they're going to be dishing out punishments right now. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, good to have y'all in here. Hey, my name is Mario. If you're new to this channel, stick around. Let's finish this game together. Jackson Davis, ooh, I saw a headbutt right there from Spencer. Spencer might get ejected for that headbutt. I wonder if Spencer put his head down and Sengun, is it Jackson Davis or Spencer that we're going to go ahead? Spencer puts his head down and Jackson Davis shoves. There might be two technicals here, both on the Golden State Warriors. If I was officiating this one the way I see it, that shove for Jackson Davis is a technical for sure. That shove is definitely a shove. And the fact that the official had to literally back up and hold Sengun back, it's definitely going to be a technical. Heat headbutt, says Maggie. Dang, I took the under on the ejections. Well, let's see what happens out here. Technical and ejection, says Tycoon W. Let's see what happens. We're still waiting for the call, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for the call from the officials right now. Waiting to hear what they have to say. Okay, yeah. I mean, Spencer and Brooks got wrapped up into it. Sengun went over to Spencer and put an elbow in Spencer. Spencer then did the headbutt. Jackson Davis said pick on someone your own size. And so, hey, man, that's what your team is supposed to do, dude. They talk about the headbutt. They're talking about the shove. We're still waiting. The camera hasn't cut to commercial break, so I guess this is juicy and dramatic enough to keep the camera up on the players right now. The camera is focused on Spencer. That headbutt could be. Watching from the Philippines. What's up, June? Tehran, what's up? Sean in the house. Tycoon in the house. Country Kisses, what up, girl? Lionheart's still here with us. Harold, I see you out there. Mr. Hudson, Leola, Maggie, what's up, everyone? Good to have everyone here. Okay. Real Righteous TV, shaking my head. Game over, says Real Righteous TV. Guys, we were so close to getting the next game started on time. We were this close to getting the next game started on time, and all of a sudden, here we are wasting just a ton of time. By the way, I have pinned the next stream above my head, guys. It is actually pinned in the chat. I'm going to drop it a few more times. If you guys want to watch the next basketball game with Football Nation, there is the link. Go ahead and open up your next window. We will go live the second that this game is over. Here we go. So we're still in this one right now. Okay, looks like you guys might have lost me for just a moment right there. A little hiccup. Be sure to refresh your screens, ladies and gentlemen. .414 left to go. The officials are still talking about it. We are 7 minutes away from tip-off for the next game with the Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Offsetting technical fouls by Davis and Sengun, followed by another technical foul right here. So Pat Spencer also gets a technical foul. So double technical foul, Trace Jackson Davis, Alperen Sengun. Then another technical foul against Pat Spencer. Fred VanVleet will shoot the technical here. And I think Spencer just got ejected. He's going back to the locker room. He can't stay out there. He just got ejected. Spencer was ejected on that headbutt. That's the way it goes, guys. So Spencer, not a bad game for him. 11 points in the game coming off the bench. He is ejected. Here's Fred VanVleet. Shoots the extra shot. That shot is good. And here we go. They're showing that headbutt once again. That headbutt unnecessary, but that's what. And Sengun looks over at the officials, goes, oh. Anyways, 101, 115, 4:14 left to go. Houston Rockets get the technical, and they get the basketball. Also, there was a foul here, so we are also getting are we getting another free throw here? Brooks, the camera's panned over to Brooks. It looks like he's at the free throw line, but I can't see the court, so I'm just assuming. He was standing very still like he was waiting for the basketball. And, yes, he is at the free throw line. So here's Brooks to shoot a free throw. First free throw for Brooks will land right there. So another bucket. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. 4:14 left to go in this basketball game. It is a 15-point game. Looks like the Golden State Warriors might be cooked after all, especially if both of these free throws hit right here, which they might. I'm surprised that they did not put the Golden State Warriors starters back in at any point. They were within 12 points right there. They were within 12 points, and Kerr left the starters on the bench. Why? You had an opportunity, and Jimmy Butler, Podziemski, all these guys are just sitting out there getting ice cold. There's another shot for the Houston Rockets. It's a 16-point game. And coming back with it, the Golden State Warriors. Rockets have their starters out there, all the bench players for Golden State. Here's the drive. There's the layup. This one off the glass, no good. The second chance bucket not there. The third chance bucket not there. Missed layups after missed layups after missed layups for the Golden State Warriors. Here are the Houston Rockets with it. Dillon Brooks, 3:50 left to go. He makes his move. There's the pass inside. Amen Thompson is fouled. That stops the clock again with 3:46. That stops the clock again with 3:46. There was a chance that we were going to have something special happen. Nothing happened here. If you're up 3-2, that means you're ahead, says David Bacco. Must have missed something in the conversation out there. Amen Thompson clearly fouled on that one. Team foul right there. That's going to be Key and Knox. Stop showing me this. Give him the basketball. Shoot the free throws. Let's move on to the next game. Come on. All right, guys, here's that free throw. Amen Thompson makes the first free throw there. 118 to 101, ladies and gentlemen. 3:46 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Tip-off scheduled for 3 minutes from now. Los Angeles Lakers. That game will happen here on TNT, so I cannot even watch that game until it starts here on TNT, unless, of course, I think it's on another channel. It might be on HBO Max or something. Here we go. There's the drive. Moody goes up. Moody floats that one up off the glass. That's a 2-point conversion there. Inbound pass. Fred VanVleet loses the basketball on the inbound. Moody out to the corner. A corner three. That shot is tipped. Looks like a jump ball right here. Jalen Green going to get a jump ball now. Jalen Green and Key to jump for this one. Moody up to 17 points quietly there. He has the most points today for the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors conserving energy. They won Game 6. Sorry, Houston. I don't know about it, Rayzilla. We'll find out for sure. I'm waiting on True TV Max, says Taryn Ward. So there's the jump ball. This one goes the other way, and here is Brooks. Brooks will go up. Brooks going to get fouled. Just let him shoot the... Okay, there's a foul. That stops the clock again, and 1 for Houston. 3:18 left to go. 3:18 left to go. And it looks like, I guess that wasn't a foul? What is happening with my scoreboard? 3:10 left to go in this one. There's the fadeaway three-point shot off the mark. Rebounded by Hield. At least Buddy Hield is back in there. Here's the pass inside. Alperen Sengun finally gets a block in this contest. And here we go, going up for it. A putback shot right there. Golden State Warriors 105 to 121. A 17-point game with 2:50 left to go. It's a 4-on-1 break here. And the Houston Rockets just going to milk the clock right now. Brooks to VanVleet. VanVleet feeds to Thompson. Thompson dumps off to Sengun. Sengun resets right here. Sengun to Brooks. Brooks for three. Brooks shot wide open off the rim. And this will be a rebound for the Golden State Warriors. We've still got a 16-point game here. This time a kick out, a wide open three for Golden State. That shot off the mark. Man, they cannot buy a bucket. Here we go. Hield gets the offensive rebound, though, and Hield is now at the three-point line trying to show off his handles. Coming up next in Game 5, we'll see that. A block for Sengun again. Another block for Sengun. 2 minutes left to go. Here's the drive. Kicks this one out. Fred VanVleet. No-look pass inside to Thompson. Thompson, the easy dunk right there. 123 for them with 156 left to go. With 156 left to go, here is Moody. Moody goes up and puts in the shot. That shot off the mark, kicks it out to the three-point line. One more pass. Here is Knox. Knox inside. This time, Knox can't. Tyrese Jackson Davis goes to the free throw line with 1:43 left to shoot a couple. And this is definitely a one-sided game. Game 6, Golden State is winning, says Rayzilla. I'm with you, Ray. I'm telling you, I think Golden State never even tried in this one. They've had their bench players in there, and now the starters are coming out for the Houston Rockets. 1:43 left to go. Starters coming off the court. Houston Rockets going deep in their bench right now. You can see this personnel change. Green, Whitmore, Williams, Shepard, and Holiday coming onto the court for the Houston Rockets. This one's done. All right, guys. So this one's iced. Let's go ahead and start changing up our graphics here. Did we already get tip-off? I don't know. 1:43 left to go. We'll have tip-off here in just a moment. All right, guys. 138 left to go here. Heyo. Go ahead and subtract the time because this game is trash. We'll stop this one. Appreciate you guys watching this live stream, y'all. We're going to finish this one strong. Let's go ahead and get the next graphics put in place here. Going to need the extra stuff. Someone call a timeout. Okay, I'm over it. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just say I'm over this game. Big time. Go ahead and start updating right now. Okay, over here on this side, it would be Timberwolves. Okay. Timberwolves game has not started just yet, but it will start here any moment. I will say that. Hasn't started yet, but it will start here any moment. Let's go ahead and put in the Lakers. Lakers logo. Lakers text. All right, guys, they're still warming up right now. We haven't seen anything happen just yet. Still waiting for the this game to be over, I guess. Looks like TNT going to take their time before these players get introduced and we get more action. 9 minutes, says team. So it looks like they've pushed it back 9 minutes for this one. They're showing that replay. Don't know what that even is. Here is Moody to shoot a couple. Both teams in the bonus. I'm so sick of this game, honestly. So over it, dude. 123, 106. I just want to see some good basketball, and right now this is not it. Golden State Warriors didn't even show up to play basketball today. Terrible, terrible, terrible game for Golden State. Both free throws will fall. And let's just finish this up. 138 left to go. Fuck you, man. A foul. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the F-bomb. Another foul stops the clock with 138. I can't watch this anymore. This is killing me to watch. 107 to 123. Why? Just why? Oh, let's hear it for the man. Everybody thumbs up. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Maggie. Cheers to you. This game was absolute doo-doo. And we have to finish at 138. That free throw is there. Second free throw is there. And the Golden State Warriors hurl the basketball down the court. The basketball not even inside the regular playing field for the court. 124 to 107 is what I see on my screen. I added a timeout instead of a point. Or added a point instead of whatever. Here's the inbound pass. There's the shot for the Rockets. The shot will fall. A three-point shot there for the Rockets. There's the inbound pass. 1:35 left to go. Let's go ahead and turn on this clock right now. There's a shot from three-point land. Moody hits the three-point shot. Moody now up to 22 points. Doesn't matter. Here's the drive. Here's the move. Houston Rockets with the basketball. Houston Rockets pass this over to the other side. Full court pass. 1:21 left to go. And the Rockets will hold right now. Rockets going to hold right here. There's the drive, the kick out, an open corner three. Off the rim. Rebounded. Santos back out here. Santos full court pass. Down court. Going to reset. 1:05 left to go. Golden State with it. Golden State drives. Golden State to the rack. There's a dunk. Just don't call the fouls. Just don't blow the whistle anymore. 101, and you stop the clock again for an and one. That's not going to make any difference in this game. Not going to make any difference in this game. Another day, guys. Another day in paradise here on Football Nation. Here's that shot. The and one will land. Doesn't matter, though. This game is well beyond reach for the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors, what did I do there? It's 113, 127. I hit the three ball on the wrong side. Here we go. Houston slips. And it looks like Holiday going to take their time right here. A wide open three-point shot from the corner. A splash for the Houston Rockets, 130 to 113. Here's Golden State. Moody on the dribble, Moody on the drive. Moody gets in the paint. He fades away, shoots his shot off the mark. Rebounded by the Golden State Warriors. Golden State. Houston Rockets have the basketball. Houston Rockets in no rush. They're going to dribble this one out. All right, guys, this will be your final score. 19 seconds left to go. All right, guys, that's going to be it. You know, I can't even end this live stream because the next game is on this channel, so what is the damn point? The point is, we're going to get some people in our next live stream. All right, guys, we're going to end this one now. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to go ahead and allow people into the next live stream. If you guys want to catch the next live stream, I am spamming. I know I am spamming, but I will be live there in just a few seconds. Be sure to catch it, guys. Okay. Nikita saying stay. That second free throw is there. Here we go on the mark. 16 seconds, 131. There's the three-point shot for the Golden State Warriors, 116 to 131. Houston with it. There's the inbound pass. This will be the final. So that's the final score. All right, guys, final score. There it is. Game over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next broadcast. Thank you guys for watching. It's time to move on. Be sure to click on that link. I'll see you guys in 30 seconds. Peace out.